Oh yes, how may we help you? You're in like a front area that's not necessarily where like service is held or anything.
Gage, you answer. I'm busy.
We were looking for. What's his fucking?
It was Charles Martel.
Yeah. We were looking for that bitch.
The Hammer.
Probably. Yeah, the hammer. Yeah. He's probably wounded. Is he around here?
No, I do not believe any wounded have come in today.
Fuck, he's dead.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Or they're lying to you.
Yeah, it's possible a
The blood, right?
non-wounded could have been carrying a dead person.
I
Oh.
also could believe that your people who wounded the clearly religious warrior that came in and they're trying to protect them.
I mean, don't me and Gage like look like, you know?
I thought y'all were
The
like
Saints.
religious extremists.
Yeah, like we look like we're part of the Saints, right?
You
Yeah,
do,
I think
but
you
you've never
are in the
been
same
here
church.
before.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we killed some paladins and took their armor.
And then they
Oh,
were
that's a
ship
good point.
paladins.
Ho ho ho!
Also a good point.
Bold words. Let me write that down.
Oh, you're
Only,
gonna die.
only shit paladins die.
I slightly agree with that. As a TM who has to balance around paladin. So they're just blankly staring at you at the moment.
This is great.
Gage, I'm busy.
What?
Do
What
the
are you
thing.
busy doing?
Do the thing.
I'm fucking reading shit, okay?
Shit. So,
Yeah,
have anything?
I also forgot Gage is like half awake. Fuck, okay.
use your paladin charms on them.
Yeah, Gage, you're literally full of charm.
Okay, I want to intimidate them.
No.
We're in
No.
Himalayan Saints.
No.
Alright, make an intimidation check.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's what I think about when I think charm. I say.
Yeah, straight to
22.
the intimidation. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Stop
I mean, yeah,
fucking
fine.
around. Where the fuck is the goddamn hammer?
Alright.
I'm really gonna convince them that you're not the
The
one.
hammer and the
Hammer
priest that was with
in
him,
this
not just the hammer.
He is going to like when you rose your voice, he did the jump thing, like he was not expecting it,
He's like, oh,
and you can see like the panic. He goes, let me get Volomeus. Give me just a moment, and he goes inside. And like there's a big double door, and he opens the big double door, and you can actually see on the inside there's like several pews. They're set up weird because it's they've got like stands in front of them, and it's not like a normal church where it's just like, oh, you're sit for service. It looks like each stand has like places for you to put books and like speak from.
okay.
And on the inside you can actually see at the center there's not like any statues or anything. It's almost just like books. And there's a bunch of people gathered in a circle over there, and then he shuts the door behind him.
He's absolutely Looks going
like
for the
they're doing a
shotgun
chant
under the
in there.
counter right now.
Is he gonna lock the fucking door?
Probably.
This kind of door doesn't really have keys. You would assume that if it locks, you would hear a giant wooden bar slam down.
Are we about to hear that?
You do not hear that.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I guess we're just waiting now.
Hold on,
It worked. I'm starting to
I have
intimidate.
to bring up a different sheet now. 'Cause
It
this
worked.
person.
Maybe. Kid, I thought you were intimidating other people, not our freaking own group.
You said you use my charm, and intimidation is what I'm good at.
Intimidating is my
I thought you were.
charm.
Actual charm.
I mean,
I'm
you,
good at persuasion.
I was about to say you should have like good
persuasion.
persuasion too, right?
Yeah.
Intimidation.
Intimidation is a way
better.
to persuade people.
Intimidation is just spicy persuasion.
I mean, maybe like as a big lizard, that is your form of persuasion.
The same bonus to persuasion.
Yeah.
What is your bonus to persuasion?
Same
are
as my
plus
intimidation
5.
buff 5.
Okay. I feel like the truly charismatic people are like elsewhere currently, but this is your house.
Oh, I'm really charismatic.
Yeah, my
I'm
charisma
laugh.
is a 7 minus 2.
Oh god.
Alright. I keep forgetting that you're technically a cleric, because I was about to say, why would you have terrible charisma as another paladin? You're not a paladin.
Yeah.
This entire group, other than 2 people, have really good persuasion.
Mhm.
But I'm not rolling well currently.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you who they are.
Well, we
You
know that
don't.
my charisma is really good.
Gears, how did you exist with no negatives?
Because I didn't get positive. Like,
You don't have
select-
positives.
or not-
Oh, you don't have an 18. You have... Okay.
Yeah, I wish I had. I could.
You
Yeah,
could just tank
A robot,
charisma
why would
and
he have
strength.
negatives?
I think you didn't want any negatives because you didn't want to be a burden, but then you killed Alar and made a meme out of it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm feeling fairly burdened.
You know, only been murdered once.
Yeah.
I've been murdered once. That's true. Is once enough for a meme?
That's
All right.
true.
He
Yeah.
had first fuck. Now, we're gonna see a second fuck happen.
All right.
I'm really hoping to keep the counter at 2 this session, but we'll see how things go.
We'll see how things go. So, you guys wait, and then the 2 double doors open again, and you see a very small man, probably 5'2", very thin. If it wasn't for his robes, he would probably look like a stick figure. He walks up to you and he goes, "I am Valumeus, and I heard you are looking for someone who may be hurt." He has a
Like-
sternness on his brow, like if you're going to throw down, he's ready, but you shouldn't.
Like I'm Grigori, and yeah, the hammer. I forget his real name. The hammer.
He's basically the hammer.
Yeah, the hammer.
I don't think we technically got his real name.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, the hammer.
I don't know. I don't remember
told
the
us-
priest's name.
Not sure we got the
He
priest's
didn't
name
give,
either.
The priest did not give you his name, and
And
no
we-
one asked.
We're bad at that.
No one introduced themselves, and no one asked names.
I just did.
Oh, what am I supposed to do?
You
Just
did.
talk to
And then
every...
Valamius goes, "Oh, Gregori and Hendrickson, the ones that Adar brought."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You can all of a sudden see, like, oh, well, fuck.
Why didn't you say so?
Yeah. Well, follow me. Behind the 2 large individuals, he now notices there's a elf feeding a dragon. He's like, "Is she with you?"
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We're helping her with a science project.
You say that, and he looks at the dragon, and looks at you guys, and looks at the dragon, and he goes,
It's like what the fuck?
Don't ask
Ah.
about the dog. She gets very defensive.
Don't worry, he's house trained.
Yeah, it's the girl the dog is with her.
"The girl with the dog." Yeah, the scaly red dragon dog.
Yeah.
The girl with the dog.
Oh,
she-
Jack.
Jack will be here.
Jack is alive.
To be
Oh.
fair,
Oh.
I don't think it has wings yet,
I wish
so it just looks like a really big
just
lizard.
Yeah, it's like baby Glaurung.
It's just a big dog.
Baby fire dog.
With natural armor, like all dogs should have.
Does your dog not have armor?
I don't have a dog. I have a cat.
Does
Yeah.
your cat
Cats
have
don't
armor?
come with armor.
Well, it can kind of turn into a ball of electricity,
I
and
found some
so
samurai armor for cats.
Yes,
cat's
I
a monk.
remember that.
I mean, if you gave my cat gifts, I would probably like that. But
You said your cat's a monk, Fig.
He hits so much.
Is he bald on the top of his head?
No, he's just an asshole that slaps.
Oh.
He's an asshole that claps.
slaps
Slaps.
Oh, that makes more sense.
as
Am I allowed to come along, or are they going?
Oh, John's here. John, someone not even in the campaign beats Jack here today. Ooh,
What is
man.
happening?
We're never
Maybe
gonna let
Jack
Jack
should
live
have-
this.
Go to bed.
Uh,
Yeah, if I fucking beat you here, there's a problem.
Dude, John, you know what time I went to bed?
You didn't.
I shouldn't have. I went to bed at 10.
why did you do that?
Because I was playing Elden Ring,
Oh, okay, fair.
and
Holy
then time
man.
dissolved.
It does.
While
that.
we're off topic, Travis, do you feel sick?
This is gonna sound crazy, not beyond the normal amount.
No, that's reasonable.
That's fair. Because, like, that Wendy's I ate last night is disagreeing with me heavily.
Oh, it's trying to murder you.
To be fair,
Danielle
That
Straight thought
is-
she had like neurovirus again.
Oh no.
Can you stop sniping me, you dickhead?
It's fine. As long as I don't get sick again, I'm fine.
that was 16 hours ago. Have you eaten since then?
No, but when I was sick, it was like 6 a.m.
Okay, that's more fair.
And cat armor is like $250.
I mean, but it's cat armor though.
I mean, it is cat armor.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
They also make it for
Cat
dogs.
is gonna let you put on.
But dogs aren't cat.
But do they make it for dragon?
Probably.
I saw one for rats the other day.
well, as we discussed, dragons don't need the armor because they have their natural armor.
But
But it
they
would
Yeah, but
look
their natural
cool.
armor's not as good as enchanted plate mail. We're getting back into that
But what if they don't?
conversation about Gadar.
What if they don't
Oh
have
god.
proficiency in enchanted
Can we
plate mail?
put plate mail on the dog?
How many bags of holding can we get on the dog?
There's no dog here, guys. Why do you keep saying dog?
To be fair, that is also something we did to Gadar, where he took his lion extremely seriously, and we were like, oh, you mean he's actually a dumb asshole, right? And refused to let his pet be cool. So here we are. Doing the same thing again, calling a lizard a dog.
Yeah, but this would be
Just
like
what
calling
he is.
Gadar a dog. Anyway,
We called him a child. That counts.
that was accurate though.
Children and dogs. Same thing.
So he brings you to the circle, and in the circle you see Adar and two other people you haven't seen sitting in 3 chairs that are in the middle, and everyone else is standing in like a semicircle around him, around them. And when they see you, of course they motion and wave,
Oh, hi guys.
and then immediately 4 people from the semicircle duck out and leave.
Oh.
Like immediately, you know, new people join, hoods up, leave.
They're like, whoa.
Yep.
Fuck.
Makes sense.
Fuck. Who's the short guy we're talking to?
That is Valomeus.
Valerius.
Can we ask him, like, what was that about? Who are those people?
Valomeus turns and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what people you are referring to."
People with
Either
4
one.
people in hoods that just left a room?
What people?
As they're leaving the room and like the doors are open, he goes, I'm no one has moved. Everyone's still here.
Which door did they go to?
They went to different doors.
I would
Yeah,
like to go to one of those doors.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
and just fuck this shit.
It's when Adar goes, "Oh, Hendrickson, I have something to tell you."
Is
Are
it
you-
who those people were?
It better be who the people were.
What people?
And yeah, he basically goes, "Not sure what you're talking about. If you want information, though, I certainly have it."
Why are you guys so suspicious of the members of your own church?
Well, when no
I feel
one's
like
acknowledging that
this is
those
something you
were...
would have experienced.
Can I go pull on the door?
Oh my god.
You can.
I wouldn't recommend it.
You open the door.
It's just a closet. Just a dude stood in a
yes.
closet.
I opened the door.
It leads to a hallway. It probably extends 40 feet in two directions, and you look, and you're maybe 15 feet behind this guy. There's no one in the hallway, either side.
Alright, I guess I go and talk to the guy then.
You gotta go talk to, Dude McDude.
When you return to the semicircle, Adar goes, "If you're securing the area, be assured it's secure." And he goes, "Last night was an event. The Hammer has been wounded severely and will be out of commission for several days. Meanwhile, Priest Johnson, which is motions to someone that you now recognize as the priest from last night, found him leading out in a alleyway and brought him here."
Oh, so it was the hammer that got hurt.
His name is Priest Johnson.
Priest Johnson.
Oh no.
My
What's his
name
last
generator. Well, the first name's more interesting, but he is known as Priest Johnson right now.
So I got the Hammer and Priest Johnson.
Uh-huh.
Father Johnson.
I'm learning names.
They are
Father
all euphemisms.
What about Volumeus?
I've
That might
zoned
be a
out.
euphemism, you don't know.
Okay, I'm going to spell
is
it extremely incorrectly.
Okay, hold on. Tell me how you spelled it.
Okay, there's an A, there's a U, there's an E, there's an A.
I mean, that sounds reasonable.
I'm gonna put it in general.
I love that you always put it in the channel that I'm not staring at. That is not what I was gonna say.
Volumeus.
Don't even act like you weren't saying Val. And I should have known you fucking love apostrophes in your names.
I do. I do. I'm sorry. I could put an I or an E here. It's gonna be an apostrophe.
I love how Adar, whose name everyone can pronounce correctly, and all Travis did was use an apostrophe instead of an E.
Yeah.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, everybody will be able to pronounce my full name that I definitely remember.
Uh-huh.
Hermit Vespertine.
Hermit Rasputin.
I might have to tell you some things I have done because you might want to learn how to pronounce them.
Oh, fuck me, okay. It's not even that just pronouncing them, it's also just remembering what they are.
That's true. Anyway, so Adar tells you that what they were able to ascertain is that the assassins were very well equipped, very well trained, and of the highest order, and that it is insanely absurd that such, level of attempt would be made on a child of a diplomat's life. Like, it's unlikely that a crime lord has done this. It is someone with more money than sense that has done this.
They just don't
They are
want
not
to.
smart.
They just
So
don't want to
probably
admit they
another
got
family.
trounced by scrubs.
To be fair, also, like, if you have the highest order of assassin, wouldn't they make sure that the person at least all of the people they're trying to kill are dead and not just bleeding out, and thus savable?
I mean, they did try to go against Lansing.
You say,
Oh,
say plantain?
Who be fair?
To be fair.
I mean, have you seen the hammer?
And also, were they weren't, their target wasn't the hammer, right?
The target was not the hammer. The hammer was
Yeah.
chasing the guy who shot the bow at
At me.
Alar.
At that point, why try to fight him? Just try to escape.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that he earned the name the hammer.
Yeah, that's why you don't fight him.
The bonker.
The bonk.
that's what his friends call him. His very good friends.
Anyway, according to the hammer's reports, he was not even able to lay a hand on the man who wounded him.
Oh no.
Oh.
So for now, until we know more information, our newer recruits, he looked at several of you, not just you two, but he did eye several people. Should remain off of this report. Then he motions to you and he goes, I believe you guys have already got, something that you should be working on.
The,
And then
science,
after that, maybe we can share some more information.
the science project.
A science project.
Yeah, we have a science project.
Yeah, we have a. Let's go continue our science project.
Adar also kind of leans and is just like, I don't know how they allowed her in here, but I guess since she helped last night, that is acceptable. Now looking at Valameus and looking at them, and he's like, shrugs and is like, "That was a science project. I don't know.
Science project.
I don't.
Different science project.
Humanities.
I
Just
mean,
looks.
you're gonna look at that dog and then not let it inside? No.
Don't leave it.
You'd have to be a monster.
If you're cold outside, they're cold outside. Let them in.
Let the boss
It's literally a
in.
fire dragon rolling around in what was snow but is now water.
He doesn't have his breath weapon yet. He can't warm himself up.
He's only a baby.
I'm just a baby.
Just a baby.
Bet, I guess we're off to go do our science project.
Before we leave that church, though, I'm gonna walk over to you, Gregory. And I'm gonna whisper to you. Did you see those 4 guys in the hoods?
Yes.
Okay. Not
Is
crazy.
that not something you guys would have been used to with your...
Making sure you're not
childhood?
hallucinating. Just gotta be sure that I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
He's just making sure that they're not goblins. It's fine.
I'll just wait.
Valameus is the head of the church, right? Or is it Father Johnson?
Neither actually. The head of the church is a man. Are you talking about all of the Land Saints?
No, I'm just about this church in particular.
This church in particular, there is a man sitting in a center chair, that for the most part is just watching and not interacting at all in a clergy setup with like a weird pope hat that's more flat, and he seems uncomfortable, like he's being forced to wear this.
Oh.
Oh no.
Maybe he's a warrior pope.
Can I get filled in as to what happened? Sorry, I'm late.
They just basically all you missed was they went to the church, found out that the hammer was injured, and came to this church to be healed. Brought by the priest that you guys were with at the previous interaction, but the first hour of the session was basically just us bullshitting and waiting for everybody to show up.
Okay. I did set the alarm to wake me up, but apparently the fucking thing never went off. So
That's fair.
I want to know about those people.
You want to know about those people?
Yeah, I
What
want to.
people? Are you gonna ask?
I want to ask the head of the church.
You should probably
If
get
he
his name.
witnessed- Yeah, that's one thing.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion just to get his name?
Oh, you wanted the head of the church's name?
Yeah, I was just gonna walk out to him like, I'm Brother Hendrickson. And you are?
Oh, I am Head Father. Ooh, look. Ooh. I'm generating a new name. Hold the fuck up.
Oh, is he head dad?
There are so many apostrophes in that one.
No, it was ULARLL. Oh, fucking Earl.
Earl.
That just sounds like you're trying to say
Yeah.
yarp, but with a yokel accent from down my way.
Anyway.
I thought
Yarp.
we were trying to say Wooloo.
I am Shandos.
God damn it,
Chandos?
Travis.
Okay.
Is that with a C or an S?
Gotta be an ass, right?
There is no
Are you gonna say there's no S?
there's no apostrophes in this one.
Oh.
Oh, damn it. Do I need to do like a fantasy hooked on phonics? You said Shandos?
Shandos.
Shandos.
Yes.
You're
Spell
gonna.
it.
Nope, just put it in general.
I want to hear you spell it.
Okay, so it's like sand, but you add an H, obviously. And then OSS.
That's pretty much what I would have guessed, I think.
Sandos.
And Dos.
I was so close.
So close.
I feel like that could easily be a Pokemon.
In the 8th grade, I went out of the spelling bee on bigotry, and I've never been the same since.
So to this day, I hate
Yeah.
bigotry. That is
In all of its forms.
You could tell that I was on the internet a lot as a person in high school because I started spelling color and favorite with U's, and my English teacher would count them off until I proved to them that was correct. It was just
Oh
from
my
a different
God.
country's colloquial spelling,
That's my
and then they
conflict.
stopped grading papers.
My mum gets mad at me when I say garbage instead of like rubbish.
Garbage.
It's actually
You say
garbage.
She's
She
like,
thinks
that's
it's
not
really
British
funny that I
enough.
use Americanism.
It's garbage.
Garbage.
It's only
Garbage.
garbage if it's made in the region of Oklahoma, otherwise it's just sparkling trash.
That's
I
true.
would say garbage is specifically towards like trash, and rubbish should be like an insult to a person.
I
Yeah.
use it, see, for me I use it the other way, I use it the other way around. Rubbish is like, oh, you know, like, oh, how was that gig? It was a bit rubbish, to be honest. You know. But it's like, you are a garbage human and you don't deserve to do that.
Yeah, I use
That
garbo
there
a
are
lot.
Levels.
You just say you're
is like light trash.
Rubbish is
Garbage is like heavy trash. And trash is obviously
I
in
can
the
see
middle.
that.
Like if you're
But
just
yeah.
a little bad, you're rubbish. If you're really bad, you're fucking garbage, bud.
Okay.
But if you're just bad, you're trash.
Speaking of garbage, I finally spelled the guy's name right. And now he and Hendrickson are having a pleasant conversation, I'm assuming.
We're never gonna meet this
Yeah.
man again, are we?
you
Is the
might.
thing.
I have another
Wait,
question
you
for you,
said that.
Terry. Now that you've mentioned that, you were playing PUBG with several friends.
Yes.
I saw that happening in the salt mine and private messaged each of them to shoot you, kill you, and say Travis says thunk.
Yes. They
Did-
all let me know.
They
Did they
didn't
not
do it.
Unfortunately, they're
I need to-
not on the meme train. Okay.
Oh,
You need
your
to kick
friends
Sheldon's
suck.
ass. Because I feel like Sheldon should have done it.
You see, so Sheldon had just rage quit the other night because he accidentally caught me with a molly, and I immediately turned around and domed him in the head.
Totally reasonable.
Oh, come on! Is anybody
See-
watching me right now?
Yeah.
No, we're playing D&D.
I was for a half second.
Yeah.
I'm about
I was
to
gonna
dunk
say-
on a 2-stack.
Yeah.
I asked
You're a
Gage to
two-step.
kick
I'm
Travis the
very
other day,
oblivious that you're there.
and he definitely did it.
Well, we also spawned right on the boss.
See, Travis is downstairs. It takes effort.
Well, no, but you did throw a tortilla at him, which is just as good.
Yeah, I took tortillas at him.
That is fair.
Oh
So,
no!
like, my request get taken. Maybe people just don't like Travis, which is rude.
People don't like.
Anyway.
I don't know. I guess
we
Darren's
address-
friends don't like you.
Anyway, what would you like to address Shandos?
First off, what's the proper way to address him? Is he a father?
He is head father.
Is he daddy?
He's a head father.
Oh no.
Are we not doing phrasing?
Oh, I'm so good at video games.
Head father Shandos. Is that right?
Yeah.
When me and Brother Gregory here walked in, we saw 4 hooded figures. Did you see them?
You can make a. Do you want to make a persuasion check or a intimidation check? You get to pick.
Let me see what my profession is.
Can I vote persuasion even though I'm not talking?
I'm -2 in both, so I guess I do persuasion.
It feels like there's less of a punishment if you do
Roll with
persuasion.
advantage because Lorana is helping.
17.
I'm having
Oh,
the great give you puppy eyes. It's okay.
How can you say no to that face?
The guys.
he leans forward and goes, "Oh, you mean the?" And Adar gives him a look of like, "Bitch, I'll kill you!" Like you can see it, like it is daggers. And he goes, "I mean, what?"
I mean,
So Adar outranks Headfather.
Not according to the seating chart.
No, but I mean.
I'm not basing it off the seating chart.
Well, I mean, he has to be. If he
Adar
looks
then
like Daddy.
goes, "The current mission you're on would improve your placement at the table, shall we say?"
Alright, cool.
we're stuck on the tutorial boss, Clay.
He's like,
That's
listen,
fine.
guys, this is a need to know basis, and you don't need to know.
Fine.
Maybe when you get a higher clearance level.
Did we join
I love
the
this.
SCP
Until you get a promotion, they gaslight you.
Do you want to join the SCP Foundation? I may or may not
No,
have
no.
one in this campaign.
SCP
Oh.
campaign?
What? In this campaign?
There is an equivalent. Fantasy SCP Foundation is got to be in every campaign that's ever existed.
Oh my god.
You know who won't lie to you about figures and hoods? Your friendly neighborhood merchant
That's fair.
who owns a very legitimate ship.
I tell the truth about
I'm
stuff
sure
as
the
well. I'm a
ship has
priest.
papers and is very legitimate.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So, we got all the information we could. Are we leaving now?
Yeah, we have to go
Maybe.
Mission.
do our mission.
Yeah, anything else you want to say, Gage?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, cool. I want to be sassy real quick. So, since the church wants to keep secrets from us, I guess we'll go. And we bid you adieu.
Bye, babe.
And then as I walk out, I flush my cape at him.
You just swish away.
that's a
Yeah,
great
like-
level of sass.
And I just wished Father
And
Johnson.
we are out in a
Make
huff.
a performance.
It's just bad.
Good
Can I
trip.
can I trip? I'm like, oh no, my performance is negative too.
Jesus.
Fuck, I trip.
You don't trip. But you go to like, flop your cape or whatever, and it's just
Flop.
no one's impressed.
You
Aw.
literally flop your cape instead of flapping it.
Yeah.
It
The
just goes
drink
like,
was
oof.
impressed. It looks like it wants to play with your cape now.
Now the dog is the. I called it the dog.
The dog is very
The
interesting.
Drake is enthused by your cape and chasing you now as you speedily walk out the door. So you guys are heading towards the docks of the Paradox then?
Yeah, we gotta go. Second. I don't have to go do shit at the docks. I have shit right now.
After we leave the church, I'm gonna be like, so you guys got homework too?
Kind of. That's more correct than not.
Basically, have homework. Yeah.
And just what is it that you're supposed to be doing for this homework assignment?
It's
Uh,
Kranos. We gotta go find Kranos.
yeah, you know about that. We got 2 homework assignments now. We gotta find them hooded bitches, Gage.
But yeah.
That's a lost
Fuck.
cause, but yeah.
Fuck them hooded bitches. Yeah, now we gotta go find Kranos, the Dockmaster.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say you're looking for Thanos?
Kranos.
Yeah, we're looking for Thanos.
It's Thanos, except he's in the military. It's Kranos.
I think I know Kranos. I mean, I don't know. We recently heard his name.
You recently heard his name.
I should know who he is, right?
Anyway, so if you guys are on your way to the docks, meanwhile, in the underground on another side of the fair dock, it is Jack. Actually, hold on. Moth, what are you doing on the docks outside the bait and tackle shop?
I'm walking around talking to people like I normally do. Going about my business. Pretending like I'm not waiting for people to come out of the, definitely not Thieves Guild.
Yeah, because it's definitely not a front. It's a legitimate business.
Mm-hmm.
It is
course.
as much as a legitimate business as you own a legitimate boat.
Well, that's technically untrue because I did fib a little bit. I don't well. Okay, so it's an interesting story.
It gets complicated, alright.
To be fair, it's probably a legitimate boat.
It's like I technically
Business? Is it
own the
legitimate?
boat, but I'm not the captain, so there's like a weird kind of power dynamic.
In the boating business.
Why would I have a
Yeah.
boating business with just one boat? That doesn't make any
There is a
sense.
business of boating.
I mean, it really
Cool.
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Why would a
This
merchant only have
business-
1 boat?
Exactly.
This business
Well,
is as legitimate
Wait.
as my
hold on.
It doesn't make sense.
let's rewind just a few seconds.
To be
Wait,
fair, he didn't say
That
he
merchant
was
was
a good merchant.
really good with that sword.
Was I? I, spec-
Well,
I, I,
did
speci-
almost die.
I specifically remember getting one good stab in, and then a lot of coughing up blood
So far.
and grease. Fucking grease.
Anyway, you guys are in the underground, heading down a hallway towards some music that you hear. It does get louder as you progress. While you're walking, is there any conversation that the group would like to have? I believe it is Gears, Desiree, and Alar.
So,
Actually, should I call you Alar? You are... What was your...
fuck. Gregory Timbers, I think, is the
Yeah,
name
yeah.
that I.
There's 2 Gregory's. Alright, got you.
I am not Gregory.
Yeah. He's-
Gregory.
He's Gregory. I'm Gregory. It's the first.
he's
It's the
Gregory
first
if
vowel.
Laldan was saying.
Gregory
I have
and
a
Gregory.
conversation. Alor, in the future, I would appreciate it if you would not separate me from business matters as though I was uneducated on our business. I say all this in Thieves' Can, of course.
Gage, you should stream.
I guess I'll kind of respond back in Thieves' Cant and be like, right.
You sent me out with the other children, Alor.
What?
You can't hear this. You can't be offended.
Oh no, I'm offended by my cat yelling.
Oh.
How much are you breathing down your mic, by the way? Just out
He
of
has to get really
curiosity.
close to it because he's
I
supposed to be
have-
quiet.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
I was gonna say, I realised you're playing Elden Ring, which is basically bend me over a barrel and give me a new asshole to fuck simulator number
Yeah, I thought it was really
453.
But you don't need to breathe into I'm having a great time in my Elden Ring.
So I've beaten every Souls game. This one shall be the next one.
This one's just going to take longer.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I guess in Thieves' Cant, what I would have said was the red-spotted grouse objects to being removed from the nest with the eggs.
You guys started talking about shrimp prawns and waterfowl, and it's just like Desiree is utterly confused.
All right,
Bro,
and
nice shrimp sounds really good right now.
as we get closer, I am going to turn to Gears and be like, right, Gears.
He's gonna bring up that I killed him again. Your next line is,
He just
"You
keeps
shouldn't have
bringing it
killed me in the last combat encounter."
I don't hold grudges. No. Right. Fuck. I'm just gonna stick with it for now. You remember the conversation we had before we came up north?
I do believe it involved being discreet, and as a direct quote, on the down low.
Right. That's very close. God damn it, Lau.
You're just leaning into loud aim.
Bring him back, I'll marry him again.
I have to have more voices. No. We agreed that in certain situations it would be better if I do the majority of the talking. I have a feeling we are approaching one of those situations now, where
I understand.
it will be important for us to be on our best behavior and put our best foot forward, albeit covered in grease occasionally.
You're literally singing one of John's favorite songs.
And
Sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up.
Listen, hold on. Can I put a pause? I understand you want to do Irish, but you're leaning into like Creole plantation owner.
I might
and
just
I'm loving it.
I might just
Do
stick
it.
with it.
Do it. It's good.
Understand though, if they threaten me, I will respond in kind.
All right, so I'm glad you brought that up because again, so here's kind of the plan that we need to have going forward. They might not be polite. However, they might also just
all of this needs camp.
vastly outnumber us. And
Should I
so
grease
even if
their
they
palms?
start none, we still have to make sure there are none, if you catch my drift right now. You let me do the talking, and I will
Grease their palms.
I'll give you a signal if it's time for you to, be Gears. But until then,
The signal is
you
grease their
just-
palms.
Grease lightning.
I just imagine you having like a gun that shoots grease and you're greasing it.
I was actually gonna say it's kind of like the Mandalorian where he's got that kneecap launcher, except my kneecap launcher shoots out a stream of grease.
Give it the round of death.
so gross.
Disgusting.
Y'all know I could have made it come out of 2 different locations. 3
But-
actually, that would have been so much worse. I don't want to hear shit.
I guess
Did you
as
put
we
grease up them?
finish talking in
Out of my
Thieves'
elbow.
Cant,
This is my elbow grease.
I guess I'd like to kind of get Desiree's vibe as we're walking down the hallway to see if he needs a let's call it a pep talk,
Vibe check.
a vibe check, if you will.
As you
Desiree is
turn,
wildly confused, obviously.
Desiree, make an intelligence check.
Yeah, I know you're here. Well done. Very cute.
Or you can choose. Hold on. Yeah, intelligence check. Where's is Jack there?
Hello. Sorry.
Yep.
What?
Make an intelligence check to see if you can tell that they're talking in code. Okay,
16.
then you definitely know that Alar and Gears this past few minutes have been talking in a coded language, though you don't know what they have said.
I don't think they're actually that interested in waterfowl.
If it wasn't such a long conversation, it wouldn't have been as apparent.
And then I just pick out, man, I'm running out of roosters, you know what I'm saying?
What?
That wasn't in the code. That was just a fun thing to say.
Frenchie, I don't know your vibe as we're entering this. I'm just assuming that you would not do anything to jeopardize you continue living. So we'll just kind of go in there with that mutual understanding that neither of us want to do anything to get the other killed. Savvy?
I understand that. What was the whole point about the waterfowl?
Oh, right. So we have some exotic, like, shopping list bingo sometimes. Boys down south, they just love a nice little stew. And so Gears and I, every time we come to a different town, we try to see if we can find some of the more exotic fowl to, the finches, the quails, other birds. You get it.
Penguins be considered foul.
Yes, but slightly more exotic than they're looking
Yeah.
for, I think.
They are considered as foul, but the problem is that they are a protected species, and only the Guinness Company has rights to them. Because they chuck it into the vats with all the rest of the beer, and they bubble them all up, and all the white stuff floats to the top, which is why you get that lovely head of Guinness.
I did
That
not
is
know
such a
that.
specific thing. I feel
I
like
bet
this is
penguins
a running
taste
joke.
like fish.
And that happens here in the
Oh,
capital.
Anyway, memes aside, as you guys walk down this hallway having this conversation, the music does get louder. It sounds like a combination of piano and harp.
Oh, no, that's just my tune. I guess I keep walking. I feel like there's really no stealthing in, and it would make it look like we don't belong there if I tried to stealth in. So I'm just gonna keep walking like I do belong down here.
I don't know what a legitimate businessman would be belonging down here for, but
How did the legitimate businessman get us into this underground cave?
You're not there.
weird.
By using my legitimate business sense.
Fair.
Right.
He has a good nose for opportunities, is the thing.
All right. No one has any questions before we move forward? For people that you're traveling with? Other than what's with the fowl?
And I think we answered that one pretty spectacularly. Everyone's satisfied.
Alrighty then, you continue forward. There is a normal wooden door, and on the other side you can hear what sounds like people enjoying drinks, some clanging of dishes, and a harp and a piano playing a nice calm tune.
Yeah.
Is the door locked?
It does not seem to have a handle. It is on hinges.
I mean, it's one or the other, right? I'm gonna go for a push.
You push the door open. It creaks way louder than you want it to. But as you open the door, you see several patrons in a type of tavern under here. Two look to raise your eyebrows at you, see you. There's faint recognition.
Can I make a perception check or on them? Okay. One of these days I'm gonna remember what my modifiers are. That's a 15 on the dice. So let me see here. What does old Aloy have to his perception? Come on, Shard. That's an 18 total.
In 18. Ooh.
Yep.
You look around, you notice the few more burly gentlemen than the others, that they're the ones that eyeballed you. Everyone else seems to be minding no business to you, and you realize you think you've been here before, you just came a different way. And you would assume that there is a bathhouse about 30 feet above you.
Fantastic. And the two burly gentlemen, they're the only ones that look like they recognized me.
For the most part, yeah, they eyed you, and it was like, whether either they recognized you or they went, nah, it's no one to worry about, and continued on with their drink. So with an 18, you notice, like, they act like they're drinking. You can see one of their cups is empty. You don't know if the other one has an empty cup as well.
So I'm gonna turn to Gears, and I'm going to tell him to, why don't you go over to the barkeep there, get us 3 more ales, and meet me over at the table with those two burly gentlemen.
Sounds like a plan.
And then I'd like to approach their table.
All right.
Okay.
The dog has just let me know that she needs out, so I will be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay, so while he's gone, everyone add all the magic weapons you want to your characters.
I love that we split the party and I still didn't manage to get in a group that I can actually do stuff in. I just got left outside. I'm the dog of this group, is what's happening. Oh, fuck, I do have a tail.
Well, they let our dog into the church.
Hold in. I might be about as dog as your dog, Danielle. Does your dog have horns?
Yeah, he has horns. He just doesn't have his wings yet. They haven't come in.
So he has horns and a tail. I am the dog of the group.
Do you have Hellish Rebuke, Fig?
Maybe?
Because I don't know if you're just a normal tiefling, or...
I was about to say, isn't that just a thing tieflings get?
Yeah.
I don't have it. Would it be under my spell list?
I think it would add it to your spell list, but I think it's a racial for tieflings that
Yeah.
you can
don't
use
have it
it
on my
like
list.
once a day as a reaction, I think.
Yeah. I feel like I should have it.
But then,
I'm like definitely a tiefling. I know that much.
because then you'd both be horns having, tail having, fire people.
Dare you? I'm pretty sure I'm not fire. Oh
What?
wait, no, hang on. No, don't matter. I was thinking of Jester and Crit Roll flavored hers differently, which is why she was, I think, ice.
Which- Yeah, you could do the same thing.
I could do the same thing. I don't know what I would choose though, because I don't think my bloodline has like a elementalness to it specifically.
I'd recommend against thunder or lightning, because I'm kind of making that my whole deal, but...
Okay, fair. Where? I
That's-
had a page open for fucking tieflings, didn't I?
That's fine. I'm actually really good at sharing.
Oh, I'm not.
To anyone who's curious, a lot of good shares on the one merchant ship.
Oh, fair. The tiefling. Mm.
We're very successful.
Oh, I definitely have resistance. I know that much. Bloodline of... Blah, blah, blah. Why is my son howling?
I guess while we're waiting for Travs to get back, I'm gonna get myself another drink really quick.
Okay. Why are you making noise, sir? Don't eat my plants. Oh. I don't think my specific bloodline gets Hellish Rebuke.
So
I'll have
you're
to
not
check that.
even a good tiefling?
Oh, I'm good, and my bloodline works really well for me. I just can't do that one thing. I can do other stuff.
Two grandmas. I'm fighting flying grandmas.
To be fair, Fig, the only thing we've seen you do is confuse some poor soldier by calling him a mollusk.
A limpet.
True.
And a pebble. You're a pebble, Fig.
Yeah, no, I am a hermit. My followers, depending on how much I like them, are either limpets or pebbles.
Oh, that's right, it was a limpet, not a mollusk.
I didn't know it was a ranking
You were
system.
technically right, yeah.
Are pebbles higher or lower than limpets?
No, I think pebbles are higher because a limpet implies that they're like sticking about. I don't know, I didn't actually decide the hierarchy. I just know that it does depend on how much I like you.
A limpet sounds like it could almost be an insult, whereas pebble feels like a term of endearment, no matter how you spin it.
Yeah. My sweet pebbles.
Bubbles.
Well, now I'm definitely going to call people limpets more often. I was just doing it to fit in, but now I know that it makes me sound like I'm better than them. I'm all for it.
And there's probably other ranks that I should come up with, like sea foam. I don't know. What else do you find in rock pools? My weeds.
And like tide pools?
Yeah.
Frogs.
No.
Crabs.
Crabs, yes. A lot of different types of snails, probably.
But probably
Mussels.
not hermit crabs, though, because that'd be confusing with you being a hermit.
That is where I got my name from.
But what if there's a hermit crab that works for the legal system, but he works for the section that has to dish out permits to people who need things? He's a hermit crab.
Hermit crab.
That's.
She'd
I
probably
know.
call him Pebble.
But it makes me so happy.
Yeah, at least the hermit crab has a home. It's just a hermit
I
crab in a little notebook. It's a hermit crab.
Oh my god! I just realized that calling myself hermit is in the hermit crab fits so well because I did just move into this temple and take it over. As a hermit crab would.
That's called a squatter, and it's against the law.
I am a hermit.
We don't.
And
Actually, no,
religious
it's not.
squatting is fine.
Yeah, we also don't know squatting's against the law.
Squatting.
It is. It is a crime.
I don't know. I haven't gotten any legal
Yeah.
documentation from Travis about how Idramare handles their homelessness situation.
Yeah, the only people who are worried about me are the fucking Thieves Guild, and that's probably fine.
Yeah, they don't do
I don't
anything bad.
Also, squatting,
Travis, we have a question.
Squatting is not illegal in the UK.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
I have a
very
question.
illegal
Why is the
in
Thieves
America.
Guild after you?
Trespassing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't.
no.
I genuinely haven't done anything.
Who's after who?
The
Me.
Thieves Guild after Moth. Not necessarily after Moth. I guess would just
But interested.
not be happy if she were to show up.
Maybe they just like my tail. Oh, I have a question. Travis, were
Yes.
you here when we decided that I was the party dog or the other party dog?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
think so. Why are you a
Okay.
dog? I thought you were Tiefling.
Well,
'Cause we had to leave her
Danielle has
outside.
a dog who has horns and a tail. I am also a dog with horns and a tail, and I got left outside, whereas hers didn't.
What you're
But
saying is that
also,
you're a bitch.
yeah, well, yeah. But also,
Take that
do I get hellish rebuke, or does my bloodline not give me that?
Your bloodline gives you something else, woman.
Okay. I know what I get, but I didn't know if I also got.
No, it was in place of.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I do get a lot from it.
Instead of hellish puke.
I get other things,
Yeah,
some of
It's
which I
that.
can't use yet.
it's that when you reach third level thing,
Mm.
that's what replaced Hellish Rebuke, and instead of Darkness at 5th level, you get that one.
Okay. Wow, secret things.
So, now that you're back, Gears is getting beers, and I'm walking over to the table with the brutes.
Alright, what is Desiree doing?
Looming menacingly.
That feels right.
Yeah.
Alright. You sit at the table with the brutes. One of them ignores your existence, and the other one goes, "I."
Well, and I, kind of do that, like, really relaxed way of having just the worst posture ever. And I was like, well, hello, I'm, after we have a little more to drink, you know, don't want to have a dry conversation, I'm looking for a particular person that maybe had gotten into a scruff last night to the early morning. I don't particularly care about him, but I think he would like to know the type of people that might be looking for him.
While he says this, Dr. Gears is getting 2 large glasses of water.
Oh my god, fucking Gears.
One of them smacks the other and goes, anyone come through injured? Nah.
Now, here's the thing, my friends. He may not have been injured. Turns out he may have very well had the better end of the, let's just call it a deal that went down last night. And the people that got the worse end kind of had to retreat with their tails and their pride between their legs, and he may have just managed to waltz down here, but he may have looked flustered, or he may have been light a couple pieces of ammunition.
Goes, what's this information worth to you?
Well, if I'm being honest, friend, he has information, and he is also on a path that I would like to dissuade him from, if possible. Now, I'd be willing to pay for an introduction, of course, and I'll just kind of like, you know, do like the kind of Captain Jack Sparrow, like playing with a gold coin, and kind of let it know that like I'm just like cycling through like quite a few in my hand at the same time, and then like dropping it back into like my coin purse that makes like a louder jangle.
Don't you only have like 20 gold on you?
I think I have close to 100 total.
Oh, he's rich.
I don't have a lot of walking around money, but I have a decent amount of walking around money. Now, how much would the pleasure of an introduction normally cost with someone like the fellow I am looking for?
One guy shrugs and goes, make a persuasion check, actually. With advantage because you flashed money.
That is a nat 20 for a total of, I think, 27.
No, I mean, we won't have to kill anybody today.
25. Once again,
So-
I'm better when I'm lying.
Your persuasion and your deception do not meet.
Yeah. But they're close this time.
And he goes, you know, for a handshake, which is thieves' cant for 5, I could introduce you to somebody.
Now, I'm always interested in meeting new friends, and I'd love to establish that relationship with a handshake. And if you can introduce me to even more friends and that goes well, maybe we can shake goodbye on the way out. And I'll palm him like 5 gold as I go to shake his hand.
All right.
Guess if I'm gonna keep bribing people, I'll need to start actually keeping track of my gold.
Yeah, you guys perform the handshake. Do a sleight of handshake and see how well this goes.
Just throws out.
Yeah, last time I
This
threw
happened so good last time.
last time I threw a bag of gold at a guy's crotch. Fuck me in
Oh,
the ass.
that should be a signature.
That's gonna be a 5 total.
Oh, I'm looking at your plus. That's interesting. Give me a second. You guys go to do the handshake, and one of the coins falls early, and he moves in and he catches your hand, like with a 2-hand handshake, and catches that coin as well. Smooth as shit. And he grins, kind of laughs at you a little bit.
Out of practice.
Yeah. And he tells the other one, he goes, when I give the signal, probably room 2. And then he walks past the bar and then up some stairs. And what are you doing in the meantime? As Gears arrives at the table with 2 tall glasses of water, or 3, I guess. 3 tall glasses of water.
Hydration is important.
Looking at the water, I mean, it's water. Wouldn't call it clear.
I look at the water, and I look at Gears, and I look at the water.
Eye contact.
Gears,
Ye-
I'm trying so hard. These are the types of things that I feel like you need to be included in so that we can continue to work together in a cohesive fashion. But when I clearly ask for ale and you bring me something that in the best case has some dirt particles in it and is obviously water, it makes me want to leave you behind and die.
You didn't say race.
To be fair as well, it's possible that they don't wash the cups here, so there could be some ale in that.
Yeah.
Oh, a bonus.
More ale per ale. What I heard.
With not enough alcohol content to kill whatever diseases are in the water.
Oh, potentially, yeah.
Oh.
Potentially.
shit.
The metal lass has a point, Gears. It doesn't feel like there's enough alcohol content in this glass to kill whatever they had in there previously.
Found another boat
That
credit.
does not concern me.
Ooh.
I do not have to worry about what's
Oh my.
I'll get a. Is there a bar here?
Yeah, there's like a bar, like a tavern lady. That's where Gears got the water from.
I'll go and go to the bar.
All right, and produce actual drinks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 3 copper a glass.
Oh, they
Is
got
that of water or that of ale?
they got the quality stuff
Ale,
down here.
water is free.
Don't suppose you would have anything stronger?
Oh, you want stronger? The woman looks at you and goes, "Are you trying to forget something, remember something, or have a good time?"
Let's go with have a good time.
Or she goes and gets a bottle from underneath the thing, and gets 3 whiskey glasses out, fills them up, and goes, "This will be a gold.
A gold each or gold?
A gold
three?
for all 3."
I'll pay that.
All right.
And then I'll take the glasses over to the thing.
It's like a really well-made apple brandy.
Kind of cross between brandy and schnapps, then.
Basically.
Okay.
Like you tried to make brandy, but you only had alcohol. But only had apples.
You only had alcohol. The best kind of brandy.
Fucking
The
ass.
best kind of brandy. Why is this brandy clear? Oh, just drink it. It's like, this is flammable. Yes, it is.
Take a swig. You could run a tractor on that.
That's how you know it's good.
If Lend is a tractor.
Oh, shit.
Does Desiree bring the whiskey back to the tables?
Yes.
It's a glass each, but I get the feeling you'll take 2 and I'll have the other one.
Yeah, because Gears doesn't drink. Oh my. Hold on.
You have any quartermaster experience?
No. Sadly.
How do you feel about water?
I do not mind it, but unfortunately I have business that keeps me on land.
Well, that is unfortunate. I feel like if your situation ever changes, maybe we could have a partnership together.
We shall see.
That's good. I show Gears my glass. I'm like, you see this? You see the color of that and how it's not clear with random particulars floating in it? And how it smells of alcohol, like the thing which I requested?
It is
Run it
not
back.
wise. to
The
be
dog knocked over the
intoxicated
trash can.
It's
during
an
business like ours.
I will not be
Also,
talked down to by a
hydration
robot.
is important to your health. I am a doctor. You can trust me on these matters.
I am a doctor.
I trust you with nothing.
Gears, I was there when you called that very obvious Drake a scaly dog. I don't.
And accurately described a wilder rat.
I know. I honestly have no idea what your PhD is in, Gears, because there are things you should have knowledge of, and things that, since you don't have knowledge of the one, you shouldn't have knowledge of the other, and yet there's a disconnect there. It's like you finished half of a biology class.
You do not deserve to know what my PhD is in.
Oh my god. I was being courteous. I do not give a single fuck what your PhD is in, Gears. As long as we keep having shit on my ship, and I don't die and get covered in grease every day, you can have a PhD in astrology for all I care.
But every
Not
week
every
is
day,
every
just some
day,
days.
right?
Yeah, I mean, grease, like, once a week I can handle, just not every day.
Like a deep fried Twinkie.
Exactly.
Everyone-
No, I could
every-
eat a deep
every-
fried Twinkie every day.
Every once in a while is fine, but every day will kill you.
I don't think I could handle a deep fried Twinkie every day, so I think that
Drinking.
a Twinkie,
Deep fried Twinkies.
Twinkies.
a deep fried trinket.
Glued together with lard.
That would be impressive if you managed to deep fry an entire bear.
Yeah.
Deep fried Oreo. That's
I mean,
You know,
However,
actually, if I
You can
equipped
get
my
any of
flamethrower
these things. You can
I
get
could
any of these
have
things if you go to
grease.
Scotland.
and
you
then
can get a trinket if you go to
flamethrower
Scotland?
on the same round.
No, but they would deep fry anything.
Hmm.
Mars bars, pizzas,
They sound like
kebabs.
they're American.
Oh,
McDonald's.
are they the America of the
Scotland's
UK?
really into deep frying stuff.
Scotland is really into deep frying stuff. Don't know why, but it is.
Anyway,
I mean, to be fair, it's delicious. Has the other guy gotten the signal yet?
as time passes and you guys talk about this, the other guy comes down the stairs, but he's like slightly sullen and kind of sad, and it looks like he just got yelled at. And then another gentleman walks down the stairs in much finer garb, a similar type of goatee that you are currently barding, and a nice fancy hat.
Is he rocking a classic Van Dyke?
Oh,
He is,
fun hat.
and he turns and looks at you, and says across from the bar, "As a ledge has been provided, you seem just as oft to jump off it as you were the first one." You definitely recognize this gentleman.
I mean, you give me a ledge and something to land in. You expect me to not jump?
He laughs. And, like 3 other people in the bar immediately are just like, "Oh shit!"
What? Because he laughed, or because he is being threatening?
Because he's there.
Oh,
His existence.
Now, obviously, it's up to me to be the courteous one in this situation. I've brought some strangers into this establishment. Gears, Desiree. This is the Ropa.
Europa? Like the moon?
The rope.
The Ropa.
oh.
Oh, that's a concerning name. I mean, I don't need to breathe, but other people do.
And he goes, "Yes, well, with what was provided last time, it is only natural that you get some guard."
What can I say? I apparently seem to be a magnet for some crossbow bolts recently.
Ah, as I heard you weren't looking for me, but for someone else.
Yeah, there's an individual who I had a minor run-in with, who I hold no ill will against because these things happen all the time, especially in my line of work. But, unfortunately, it's distracting from my main reason for being here, and I would very much love to get it resolved.
He has a seat at the table, and the other guy that was sitting at the table immediately leaves, but goes to a neighboring table. And you can tell that he is actively not paying attention to what is being said. Though he is definitely within earshot. Everything from fiddling with his cup, rocking in his chair, and like singing a tune in his head, ignoring you guys.
Has his
Oh, I
fingers
went
in his
through
ears
school.
going la la la.
Yeah, basically everything short of putting his fingers in his ears, going la 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 la. So he sits at the table. Within seconds of him sitting at the table, a bottle and glass of what you guys are actually enjoying is placed.
Oh no, this guy's important.
You couldn't tell.
I just,
Why-
it's worrying when you meet important people.
It is. He
I'm glad
goes-
I'm not there. To be fair,
He goes,
I'm tied up outside.
Now, how can I assist you?
Now, as much as I love to enjoy a drink between friends, it does feel a little bit crowded in here. And I kind of raise my voice at the last second to kind of let everyone else who's like in the bar that's not actively not listening to kind of get the picture that they should just leave.
You say that, and everyone gets another table further away. But they've like now congregated, and they're now having their own conversations about nothing. Like, gee, the weather? Yeah, it's weathering. Yeah, the weather is very weather, and it's just active conversation the whole time.
Oh, they're actually talking about waterfowl.
They're actually
Yeah.
talking about whatever. Yeah,
It's like someone who
coded language there.
understands Thieves Can't knows that now they're talking nonsense. They're like, oh yeah, they just must be talking normally.
What if they're talking in level 2 thieves?
Level 2 thieves.
The chosen ones.
Thieves.
I only took one class in college.
Yeah, I didn't take Thieves Can't 2. Jeez. But then the roper laughs and goes, "My men are very discreet." And, like, as he turns, no one reacted, and he turned and stared at everyone, and no one reacted, and he's like, "Good."
You know, it is so heartening to see a fellow gentleman who has his crew in such good shape. And I make a very sidelong glance at Gears. And, you know, good help is just so hard to find sometimes. But
Another good hard look at Gear.
back to business. I was pierced with a bolt meant for another. And unfortunately, the person who, let's just say, has found herself in a disagreement with this organization happens to be a child. And a child that I would be saddened to see die. And I would like to find out who is paying these, let's face it, second-rate cutthroats for this job, and how much they're being paid, and whether or not they could be persuaded to drop this job and potentially keep me in the know of any other such contracts that might be put on this individual.
He nods and he goes, I believe I do know who you're talking about. That board was posted, that contract was posted on our board as well, and I not only had it taken down, but the one who posted it was banished. As I do not agree with, let's just say they are business partners. So...
You know, sometimes you align on 90% of things, and it's that last 10% that you just have to drop things and go your separate ways.
So, I may have the information of who posted it, though I am very discreet. Let's say, if you do a favor for me, I could do a favor for you and point you in that direction.
Now, I'd have a little bit of a time constraint on myself for this particular visit to the capital, but you know, what's a couple favors amongst friends? You let me know what I can do for you, and if the time allows, maybe we exchange a favor.
The time constraint is possibly concerning, but I believe you have a good while to pull this off, as the other crews, and he kind of leans to one side, and they aren't paying attention to him, but he looks at somebody in the bar, and then looks back to you, aren't providing much progress.
Good help.
Mm-hmm. So, as a betting man, as you know I am, I have wagered a friend. He has an item that I've been trying to buy from him for years, but he will not release it to me for any amount of money. Oh, who died?
I think that was John.
Oh, okay, John's going to work.
Oh,
And
Hi there.
the wager that was made was, if I can get someone to steal it from him before he is able to steal something of mine that he wants, then whoever steals the other things first gets it. No complaints, no calling of the guard, no investigation, just free. The agreement was not to be caught at any point during the theft. It just needs to be missing one day.
Is this no witnesses or no living witnesses?
As long as no one notices who was there when they're there. So if there's no one living that also works, I assume, then it is fine.
But
As we have both lost some personnel in this wager so far.
Good. Okay. Accept.
But for the record, Gears, killing the employees of the estate you're stealing from is an apprentice move. And we should be at least at the level of journeyman at this point in our careers.
If no one is alive to report the crime, protect.
Gears, I understand what logic puzzles are, and A plus B and all that, but what I'm telling you is we can't just walk in there and kill people and call it a heist. You savvy?
Fumble 2 muddy transactions.
You couldn't even get alcohol from a bar.
You literally couldn't
That's-
organise a piss up at a brewery.
Wow.
You're an automaton, and you failed a drinking competition.
I remember
If we want to play this game, pointing out each other's flaws, you almost killed me. I know I said I wasn't going to bring it up, but it happened.
I just imagine that this is actually happening, and the Roper is just sitting, chin in hands, just enjoying this theatrical expression. Just, this is the best night of his month right now, and he's just loving it.
I foresee bloodshed because I foresee you performing poorly on the stealth portion of this operation. And then I have to come in and grease palms.
You know that's not what the phrase means, right?
Well, greasing palms is part of it. I assume you to be resourceful enough to, if you can't do it yourself, hire someone who can.
As he said greasing palms, you heard the little patches over my grease launcher on my elbow pop open.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I dare you.
For anybody that wasn't paying attention, that was the plan. Was if we had to attack, Loudane or Aloy was gonna say, "Let's grease their palms." And I was gonna grease everybody in range.
Anyway.
Classic Gears starting combat with grease.
I'm just saying, if I can use a flamethrower, I can fry people in a turn because I can grease as an action, and then flamethrower as a bonus action.
Well, now if it's a competition to see who can steal it the quickest, then maybe my short time in the city is a boon to both of us. But while I have you here in your current capacity, I did have one other piece of information that I'm trying to locate another individual for my official business here, and it's a particular dock master that does not reside over this particular area of the city, I'm sure, but he may have a copy of a certain important document to me.
Oh.
A document that, should I be able to get my hands on, would maybe be even more beneficial for our continued partnership.
Well. He goes. That is, very, do you know which Dockmaster? I have several that I am well acquainted with.
I make like a big show of like flipping through the journal, like I don't have the name memorized, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Dockmaster. Man, I do hope I'm saying this right. Oramus.
So Mr. Ormus is unfortunately one of the ones I have not been able to become friends with. He is, how shall I say this, very religiously bound. And those are the hardest to sway.
You know, it's those types of religion that have no middle ground for morally gray endeavors that I do not have time for. As a deeply devout man of the sea, I have two deities that I subscribe to very much, but they do not frown upon minor indiscretions that hurt no one.
Yes. Well, I believe Dockmaster Ormus actually, not only is he the Dockmaster, but the reason he resides power over the docks is he lives in the Church of Pelor on the dock, as he is the headmaster of the Church of Pelor there.
Ooh.
So you would have to, if you were to meet him, it would be there.
I've already come into contact with some Valayan scrubs, and now I'm gonna have to actually go to their church.
Well, the Valayan saints are not necessarily at the Church of Pelor.
No, but I've been told they're big on the gods that can actually do things, whatever that means. Sorry that I can't cast Holy Light or whatever.
That is fair. But if you're interested, I can, you know, assist in any way you can. I can put some feelers out to more information about Ormus.
I would
In the
appreciate
meantime,
that, my
do you want
friend.
to hear about the wager and who it's with and what I would like from them?
I would indeed. I think that sounds just my game.
Someone by the name of Orville Lundred has a certain chest that he has been unable to open, but I feel I have the key to. And if I can get the chest before he can get the key, whatever's inside is the other's. I assume it is in his mana, in his vault. That would probably be the best place for it.
How, given your current success with other crews and current losses, how guarded is his personal estate?
The personal estate has run-of-the-mill city protection, but once you get inside, it seems to be a more hard to describe and telling force. There are 2 crews were sent. 1 person has returned. All have made it inside. The one who went inside only survived because he could teleport a distance away once a day. And he teleported himself outside the map.
You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Now,
So they made it to the basement and were beset upon by invisible adversaries, in which he fled immediately.
Pussy.
I agree.
I'm not there. I'm just thinking it in the distance.
there's
He heard it.
And
There's-
I don't
there's-
know, I guess.
Platypus?
there's a new acquaintance of mine who I think they would have the perfect descriptor for that type of man.
Yes.
Now, on the up and up, I think continue with your good work on Ormus, if you please. But there's a good chance that this one job at the good Lundred's estate might be able to take care of your wager and the main reason I'm here all in one fell swoop.
Isn't that advantageous?
You know, some things just work out like that.
It's strange.
Is this more thieves' camp? A foul swoop?
Well, that's just the way I talk, dear sir.
Straight up,
More
from this
southern.
point forward, it's no longer waterfowl. You're talking mechanics for Magic the Gathering.
Oh, I will.
That's Thieves'
I automatically forget thieves can't. I
You're
don't know.
telling me you're into all of this and you don't know Magic the Gathering?
Yes. I'm sorry. Sometimes you have a hole in your Venn diagram. It's not my fault. Well, I guess it is. I can get into more things.
I don't know that you have time.
It's true. I can only hyperfixate on one thing at a time.
True, true, true.
You should watch me play Magic sometime. You'll be utterly confused, but just know that the opponent is very angry.
And then I'll know terminology so I can keep talking about Thieves' Cant. No, not talking about things in Thieves' Cant. See, I'm already forgetting what Thieves' Cant is. And it hasn't even switched to
Oh.
MTG yet.
I forgot I made breakfast.
That is the problem.
Good.
You start learning about one thing and it pushes out other things, and it's like, oh man, I forgot what my childhood was like. Fuck.
Right?
Or success, actually, to be fair.
Honestly, Jaren saying he forgot he made breakfast, I would fully allow that as Gears in character. To just be something he would say while this is happening.
He's just
I
thinking about
forgot I made breakfast. Pulls out a copper piece and just eats it. And it's like, there is something wrong with this man. Genuinely.
man is a strong term for gears.
Well,
Anyway.
as always, it has been an absolute pleasure catching up with you. But things aren't going to steal themselves. I'm sorry. Find themselves misplaced by themselves.
Ah, yes.
Can you
Is, uh,
can you double
There's
passive in a
nothing else
sentence?
you need. Yeah, I guess you could. If there was anything else you need, you only need to ask. And next time, just ask for me directly. Don't try and get my thugs to attempt to mug you.
Well, I was just hoping to find the man who shot me to see if I could potentially convince him to drop the contract and point me towards anyone else who would want to make more money to be less of child murdering assholes.
That would be called.
To be honest, when people just pass through, I don't pay attention. But this did stick out because he came with 9 people, and he arrived again by himself and promptly left.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, you're gonna laugh at this one. I may have not had a big part in it, but I was there when the other 8 of them may
Gears is
have
gonna announce from
not
one
made
of
it.
the table. We killed them all.
God damn it, Gears.
He nods and goes, "It's okay. Not much damage was done to the bar. The repairs are almost done."
Well, that is good news if the posting is already down, and the people that I'm sure I'll share a future grudge with have been banished from posting further. There's only potentially one more individual I need to catch before he does something foolish that cannot be undone.
Mm-hmm. Well, if this is all of the business that you had here, then I guess you have lots to do.
Hopefully I'll be seeing you within a few days.
Hopefully.
And I'll raise my glass one more time to our continued health.
And he goes, "Of course." Instead of touching his glass to yours, though, he moves his hand in the way, and it does clang, but it's to his ring. As if he's afraid to have the lip of his glass touch the lip of yours.
He's like, I don't trust the gays.
I don't like cooties.
I know like exactly why he did it, and since I'm used to it, I just don't even let it show on my face whether or not it bothers me, and I just keep smiling as I drink.
Deep down, you're really sad though.
Well, it's like, yeah.
Because I have cooties. Ooh.
Jaren, how many times has your name changed?
Briefly. Oh, did it change again?
It's changed so many times. It's different every time I look at Discord.
I thought you liked that one because it's been that one for a while.
Wait, what?
It was different when we came in today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this morning it was
Changed-
different.
I hasn't changed his name.
I have been barred from changing my name.
I didn't do that.
Hold on. I think you have to be a certain rank.
To change your name more than 9 times in a single day.
I mean, maybe.
There we go.
Aww.
Anyway, as you guys leave, we're going to zoom on to the other side of the paradox. As you all, the other party has arrived at the paradox.
Nice.
No one
Did they
even looked at
spot
the
me?
job board in the Thieves Guild?
We got given 2 jobs in the 10 minutes we were there. When you're as good as us, you don't have to go looking for work. Work comes to you.
I'm
I
just
didn't
saying.
see any evidence of the contrary.
We've also never completed any job, so I don't know that we could say we're good.
Well, we did stop other people from completing a job, which is something.
I do believe that was a job in its own right.
You had a job to stop people from doing a job.
So what's our job, Gage?
We need to go to the docks, find Kranos, the dock master.
You gotta find Thanos. Got it.
Yo, where's Thanos at?
Oh, I saw... During work, I saw Thanos today, but not in a way that you would like.
He's in a naked Thanos.
Was Ant-Man in his
Yeah,
ass?
it literally was.
Did they just post Thanos' large cock?
Yeah, funnily enough.
I'm really glad we don't show the memes channel on Discord.
Me too.
Someone was banned for posting that? That's not even a good Thanos naked meme.
Hey, I banned them.
That's
But-
fair, but like...
No, it was... low quality.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
even bother to censor it.
embarrassingly terrible.
Mm.
They should be ashamed for posting that. Not even like getting like. You could have just said the N-word. That's a much more like normal way to get banned.
Mm.
And to be clear, you shouldn't just say the N-word. Like you
If
should,
your goal-
No,
if
don't.
you
you're
should,
posting
you should
something
just
with
be
the-
a decent human being. Should
No,
be
no,
the
if you're
goal.
going, I want to get banned from the Fortnite Discord. Then just do that.
Wait, hang on. We are live currently, and I have signed an NDA.
Right.
Okay. Unnamed Discord.
Oh my god.
And if your goal is to get banned from a Discord server, you probably are a piece of shit in real life.
Yeah, a lot of people. My favorite thing is when they'll come in and they'll be like, "I really want to be banned," and then they'll just start spamming stuff. They won't like actually do something that would get them banned. Oh.
Okay. So you were on the docks, you're looking for the dockmaster. What do you do?
Do they spot me? I am.
Yeah, first off,
I do stick out like a fucking sore thumb.
Did we just see her just chilling there?
I guess, yeah.
I'm
Is it
just,
one of
like,
those things
wandering
where you
around
see
talking
her wandering around, or like, you just like on a bench with a bagel, just like, I can't believe they left me, calmly eating the bagel?
Yeah. Also, it is them. They left me. They are wandering around eating bagels, I guess.
So you see Moth by themselves.
Guess we're gonna walk up to her and be like, "Yo,
what happened?
did you guys find the other person? We found ours."
I don't know. I believe we found what we were looking for, but I wasn't allowed to join the rest of the group.
Oh no.
Oh.
They don't allow vagrants inside.
You're not here. But
He was just insulting you from like the other side of the docks.
Oh, I
It's
can
fine.
feel it. I feel that he's just thinking
Feel it.
hate.
He's just like, wow, that vagrant wasn't with us, was he?
That's why it went so well.
Yeah. Thanks. You're supposed to be on my side, you fucking dick.
It didn't go well. I had gears
Where
with
did
me.
the other people go?
You guys didn't even ask.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Unfortunately, I was told to do my own thing for a while. So I genuinely don't know what the others are doing. They were down the other end of the docks, though. They should be back soon, I guess.
Fuck, what's his name again? Gidge?
I need to blow it again. Fuck.
Kranos.
Kranos.
Yeah.
Have you seen Doc Master
Dog
Master Thanos yet?
Why?
Pretty
Do
sure
I
it was
do I know that
Kyranos.
Dockmaster?
Do you know a Doc Master Keranos?
Do I?
I don't think I want to.
The Dunk Master Thanos.
Oh,
Oh no.
that's a different game. I mean, I should definitely be like familiar with at least some of the Dockmasters, at least by name.
Joji, though.
Yeah, that's literally why I'm here. I'm all about like the community around the fucking harbor and like the docks and stuff.
So you know the
So I'm
area
gonna pay
coaches
attention
to the
to who's in charge.
warehouses?
Pardon?
So you know the area coaches to the warehouses.
Yeah, sure, fuck it. I don't know.
She's like, yeah, of course. Don't
You might know Joe Schmo, the peasant down the street. You might know someone who works at the docks, but the dock masters are not going to meet with you or talk to you. Or
Oh no,
talk
like
to your system.
I don't mean having met with them. But like I would definitely know their names. If this is like obvious public information, like I would know that stuff and like
I mean,
probably
you would
know
know
where I
that-
could go to find them.
I would say you would hear people complaining about their job and their boss being a hard ass.
I mean, I would have asked about who's in charge.
Yeah, their boss, they're a hard ass. Like, okay, if you asked me about John, would I tell you like where he lives, how old he is, like what his kids are,
like,
what
that's
the
not, I'm
like?
not saying like I know where he lives and like what he does on his weekends. I
You
mean,
have
like I
heard
would
the
know
name.
who's in charge of the area. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
Like
would
I
know the name.
specifically would like to know those things about this area because that's the kind of stuff that like I am here doing. I'm talking to people and getting a lay of the land and like knowing the things about the area.
Dumpsters to go through, places to keep the rain out.
All right, you know that there are 37 dock masters
Mhm.
across the city, and you know that almost no one likes them that works under them.
Fact.
And in a year of living here, you have met 0.4% of the population.
That's also totally fine.
So why?
No, yeah, like I don't expect to have met everybody, but I would like know stuff about who's in charge of things.
I will say, in Fig's defense, it seems like her.
You know the GM of the Wendy's down the street from you?
Know people, and
No, because we don't have those here.
That's not.
She's like, what's
That's the point I'm talking about, though.
Well, no, but like it's literally like I live at the my whole temple is about like the community surrounding the area and like the people who work here.
And that has
stuff.
nothing to do with people's bosses, because they're not going to be there. You know the peasantry.
The
Yeah, but it's not
live
like secret
in the area,
information.
too, and
They
most
don't.
dogs
The
across
bosses
the
live in the inner city. This is different.
They are bosses of this area, though. That's what I mean. I'm just saying. I think I would know some of their names.
Yeah, you would know Kirino. Like I said, you know
Hey,
who
to
they
be
are.
honest,
You know
I
that
don't
they
know.
That's
exist.
literally what I'm saying.
Taco Bell that I work at.
Yeah, you're acting like you should know like about them.
No, but
You
that's
know
not.
their name.
That's literally not what I said. I'm saying I know about them in terms of I know that they exist
Well, I
and
told
like
you
what
that you
their
know
job
their
is
name.
and that their name,
It
what their
is.
name is.
Amazing to see this from a different angle.
But I told you that you know their name. You've heard their name, but you've never.
Yeah.
That's what you know.
I know. Yeah, I'm saying that that is what I expect to know, and then I was told that I shouldn't be allowed to know that because I don't know who like owns Morrison's.
I
No,
think
I
the
said
important
that that's all
thing
you know
is
because
that,
of that.
we agree with each other.
Yeah, I don't know why we're arguing. But we agree. I wasn't saying you shouldn't know that. I was saying that's all you know.
Are there workers around the dock that we see?
There's
Ma-
several people.
Some
Like,
pebbles.
It's a dock.
Maybe
Yeah,
someone
but like, are
that's
there like people that we can actually see just working, not just fishing? and
Yes.
stuff? Okay.
There's
Like
people
a
loading
boat.
ships. There's activity.
in his defense. Last time we came to the docks, there was just a person sleeping.
It was
Yeah.
5 in the morning.
The fish
So you're
wait
working.
for no man.
Anyways, I want to approach a worker and ask them if their boss is Quartermaster.
Is
Kyros.
Dockmaster Kyranos?
Yeah, Quartermaster.
Where's
fuck.
Dockmaster Kira?
Every time you say that, I keep thinking you're saying Dark Master.
Yeah.
Dank Master.
And he goes, alright, so you go up and ask him that, and he goes, Kyranos, I don't fuck with that guy. My boss is Supervisor Josh. Kyranos is his boss's boss. Like, fuck that guy.
Man, I bet Supervisor Josh and Priest Johnson would get along.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got to let me know, Josh. It's just
Where's
very
Josh
funny.
at then?
You might know Josh.
Do you know where Josh is at?
He's in the warehouse, making sure everyone's fucking efficient. Bitch.
Cool.
Already loads up his, like, 60-pound crate onto another fucking boat.
Have a great day.
Yay, have a great day.
I just picture Travis late at night world building being like, yes.
Oh no, Gage. I know just what to say.
The salt of the earth employee being shat on repeatedly. I know exactly how I'm gonna roleplay this guy.
I'm going to a random dock worker. Oh, you know, life is good. I like manual labor my entire life to make pennies so my child could eat Stubbs box onto a wall.
I just got shouted at by a merchant for not having the box faced clockwise. I don't even know what that means.
Why would you
I
want to
didn't ask him how his day was going. I just asked where his fucking boss is at.
To be fair, you asked if he knew Dockmaster Kyranos, and then was like,
Yeah.
fuck that, no!
As a matter of fact, fuck him.
I think you guys are doing a great job.
So do you guys go into the warehouse?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you enter the warehouse and you see a guy with a clipboard,
Josh!
and he has glasses. It is Josh. You know Josh.
Josh.
And he goes, oh, you're the priest person. Immediately looks at the Drake and goes, dog's eye, that's not a dog. It's not allowed in here. Whatever that is.
It's so
now
crazy
he's like-
how
now
normal
he's like
people know it's not a
stepping back.
dog.
Alright, so small child and dog have to wait outside.
We just have a few questions for you about your boss.
And you can see, he's like, there's people around here working. People loading crates, loading carts, moving product, and he's standing there with a clipboard staring at them, and he goes, I mean, I might have time for some questions. I'm very busy right now, though.
We just need to know where Kyros is at.
That's fine. Our time is very expensive.
Kyranos?
Karanos.
I don't know where Kyranos is at.
Do you have any idea where we might be able to find him?
I mean, he normally does his rounds, like, on the inner city section first.
Oh, fishing.
He owns,
What?
like, 8 of these warehouses.
About what time does he get here?
He doesn't... he might come here once a week to make sure it's not on fire. You think, like, one of the higher-ups is going to come to the fair docks regularly? He doesn't want to get mugged.
I mean, fair.
Docks.
You guys know Kyranos? Now he's starting to sweat.
He's like, oh, I haven't heard my boss's name in a while. Oh boy. We're just asking for a friend.
Yeah, we're here for like a business arrangement.
Yeah.
Oh, then, I think Warehouse 37 in the Raven Harbor, that's, like, the one he likes. They're assholes. I think that's why he likes them. I didn't say that. I'm very busy.
I didn't say that.
What I'm doing.
Don't worry, we won't mention you.
One last question. We're doing a survey about the tax breaks around town. Are they helping you?
There's been tax breaks?
Thanks. That's all we need to know.
Thanks.
He's like,
Thanks
wait,
for filling out our survey.
Anyways, have a great day.
We will make sure Kyranos hears highly of you.
I just love the idea. I mean, you guys are acting like Jehovah's Witnesses dressed like Templars, just walking around with your.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you heard about tax breaks?
Have you heard about our Lord and
Jehovah's
Savior
Witnesses,
tax
but-
breaks?
Fair.
Can we come in?
You're
Have
the
a spot of tea?
socialist Jehovah Witnesses. You're what Fox News thinks socialism is.
Anyways, they hop on their bicycles and head to Warehouse 37.
Oh.
Yeah. Where's this warehouse 37?
Okay, hold on, let me move. Hold on. Shard, because I had Obsidian up.
Pull up Shart.
Alright. Warehouse 37 would be like here.
Okay, where are we now?
You're like here.
Oh, we got a good little ways to walk.
You were closer to it at the Valayan church, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like that classic
I
song.
think I'm gonna not follow these guys all the way over there. I'm gonna stick in my preferred area and wait for the others.
So the dog has to wait for the master's return. Got it.
Heck yeah. Hey, your friend has a tail too. Does Gage have a tail?
Does Gage have it? Gage isn't a dog.
I'm Dragonborn.
Oh, okay, so lizards aren't dogs now, which means that Danielle's dog is not a dog.
No, it's a dog.
Okay.
That's
I mean, I
clearly
would
a
argue that
dragonborn.
Gregory
And that's
is
clearly a
also
dog.
Yeah. Dogs walk around on 4 legs. That's the other moniker.
Ah, okay. We're just dog adjacent.
Dog adjacent, so you're scalies.
Oh no.
I
Do
don't-
this to me.
I don't think that's what that
I
term
don't have
means.
scales.
What about
Actually.
Scalius? Wait, what?
Gage is a scaly.
Yeah.
So sick.
I'm just Holmes and Tail. I'm a monster.
Biggest-
puppet.
Taking active notes of what you guys did in different sections in Obsidian is kind of a pain, but later is going to be so useful when I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Alright.
Yeah, I guess we're making our way to the number 37. Or 36. Which one was it?
Alright.
Making our way downtown.
37.
Walking fast.
I'm a seagull. Go fuck yourself.
I don't have a lot of great notes this session. I did write Valayan scrubs got wrecked,
That is fair.
Leon Scrubs got right.
which that was, I feel like, an important plot point that happened. But that's Alar coming out. I'm all about y'all's deal. I'm sorry.
Oh, I found the boy.
Found boy. Oh, you got killed.
Karanu's?
Was that boy? Was that Kronos?
Crayonos? Crayonos? Is it Crayonos or is it Kranos?
Oh no! Don't say he's a Crayo.
Okay, sorry. It is a good distance. So, while you guys are on your way to Dock 37, or to Warehouse 37, you guys emerge from the bait and tackle
Yeah.
shop.
Neat.
Moth is nowhere to be found.
I mean, we were gone for a decent bit. It would have been ridiculous for her to just loiter outside the entire time.
Hi, I'm still here. Hello.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are
I
you?
mean, yeah, no, I don't mind. I said that.
Yeah,
I don't
she
want to
did
go
not
to the
wanna stay
fucking
with us.
fancy place.
Oh, you didn't go to Dock 37?
I don't want to go there.
That's
I'm
out
more
of her,
interested in what these guys are doing. It's
that's out of her
awful.
jurisdiction.
You're like, that's nice, but I'm way more interested in what happened in the bait and tackle shop. And everyone
I
else
really
like,
am,
the bait
yeah.
and tackle shop. And just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it.
You
I prefer our other friends. You guys already have a dog with you. Eh.
You guys already.
Yeah,
You see Moth and you realize
wonder-
that you did not ask why they weren't allowed in.
Oh, good point. Shame.
Such a shame. Anyway,
So how did it go?
You know, if I'm being perfectly honest, a lot better than I was expecting.
Well, that's good.
A little bit of good news, bad news situation. Kind of hit a dead end on the specific individual we were chasing. But we did find out he was one of 9, and the other 8 are taking a nap at the bar, so to speak.
I definitely didn't stop listening halfway through that. I'm really sorry.
Why would you be sorry to?
You know, moth brain. Ugh.
Moth.
I saw a light. Got real distracted for a hard second there. What did you say? Sorry. Genuinely, my mind just fucking.
you have
went.
become Moth.
No, moth is a result of I know who I am as a person. Definitely done that before. It went well, is what you were saying, I think.
Yes. A lot better than, honestly, I'd expected it to go.
Oh, that's cool. I'm ashamed. I'm sorry I couldn't witness it.
You know what? This is a failure on my part. I should have asked about you. In a roundabout way. I can be very subtle when I want to be. But
You have
yeah,
a sudden flashback where you tossed a sack of coins into someone's nuts. Yes, very subtle.
and obviously when I'm not being subtle, it is because on purpose I did not want to be at that particular moment. There's probably another flashback of me dropping a coin during a handshake. But, so to speak, yes, I still have no idea why it would have been a bad idea to let you down there.
I don't know. I absolutely, genuinely,
You know who might know when I walk right back into the bait and tackle shop.
You walk right back into the bait and tackle shop.
Excuse me, kind sir. Just to refresh my memory, why does the Thieves Guild not have a particular friendly disposition towards the purple individual outside?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I'm just waving outside and smiling. Hi.
I almost grabbed a D12 for my second dice, so that should tell you how good this is going to go.
That could work out.
That's a 7. I rolled a 19 and a 2.
So the total is a 7.
Yep.
He looks at Moth, looks at you, and goes, "Did you not see the board? What?"
I can't just be looking at every damn job board I come across. I am one of those.
Why am I on that?
I'm one of those offer only types.
You must not be good at making money then.
That's rude.
Let's just say information on that one will get you money.
So, I have let 1,000 things slide, mostly from my own compatriot. But to be accused of not being good at making money is a step too far, and I would like you to watch your tone next time.
He looks you up and down and goes, "Pretty confident in what I said before, but yeah, if you could tell us like where that person came from, a name that actually can be found somewhere that someone knows, or like, you know, who they are, that'd be great."
I would also pay for that information.
I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna lean in closer, and I'm gonna kind of illusion my face, and you kind of see like my sideburns kind of grow, and my canines kind of come to a point. And I go, now, you listen here, you absolutely bottom-feeding piece of shit. I don't give one single fuck about information that you want to pay for. I done told you just 3 seconds ago, you will not accuse me of being bad at what I do. And if you want to see proof of what I do, you just keep talking the way you're talking right now, and we'll see where the chips fall.
Intimidation
Savvy.
check with advantage. Mostly because of the use
I
of
would
minor
like-
illusion.
To assist him with this intimidation check by offering to go get the mop again.
What do I have on?
He already has advantage,
intimidation?
but that's perfectly fine.
So that's a +4. That's a dirty 20.
30-20. That was a neat trick. As he gets like a bundle of chewing tobacco and shoves it inside of his cheek. I'll watch my tone next time. You have a good one. He's standing his ground, but he doesn't want to be.
Yeah, I tip my hat to him, and kind of under my breath, I'll kind of mutter, but so he can still hear and be like, "Yeah, a trick," and I'll leave the shop.
Is
You
this
can hear
the
like a
minor
sigh of
illusion?
relief as like the door bings.
Bing bong.
Just got a bell on it.
I know you're there. Are you still minor illusion?
Delay.
No, I let it drop.
Okay. How did that go?
Were you gonna say he was sexy because he had like a feralist face?
I should make the assumption that it went well. With his threatening face.
So, another little good news, bad news situation.
Oh, good.
They don't really know anything about you. And so that is kind of the rub, is they are trying to find out more about you. And here's the kind of bad news, kind of a oops-a-doodle that just happened a little bit earlier. Apparently, there are a couple job postings, so to say, relating to you specifically, that maybe I did not pay attention to.
Well, if they were looking for information, they're not going to find much. I'm extremely open with everything I have. What you see is what you get, unfortunately. So if they're looking for anything else...
And here's the good news. I do think that that man will be a little bit more respectful in the future.
Well, okay, that's good.
At least of Alar.
Yeah. Or,
I
you know...
will lean around Ayla and just wave at the guy through the window. Like, hi.
I do actually have a question. Jaren, have you written out all of the mispronunciations of his name, or are you going this on the cuff? Because it's getting good.
Off the cuff.
Like, once you, like...
My biggest fear is I haven't said his name right once, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna say it right, trying to say it wrong, because I can't even remember what his name is anymore.
That'll be it. I still need to re-listen to the old session so I can update the counter to be correctly, but I'll at least keep track of today's session.
So,
You're-
my go-to...
You're 2-0 right now.
...is calling him Aloy, because I know that's not it, and I finished that robot dinosaur game recently, so it's really in front of my mind, even though the name of the game isn't, weirdly enough.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Or the, new...
Forbidden
the,
West?
the new one. Yeah,
No,
that's the
no,
one.
the old one. I finished the old one. I haven't
Oh, Zero
Zero
Dawn
Dawn.
then, yeah. I should finish that.
It's
I don't like robots though, so...
I'm just a big fan of the whole new thing. Like, nobody's ever done that before.
Mm.
Anyway. Do you tell the party about Warehouse 37?
Oh yeah, the others are going to a fancy warehouse to find a guy. What was his job title again? Dockmaster.
He's a Dockmaster.
Yes. I felt like I should stay behind. Not really my area of expertise.
Gotta go see the Duck Master.
The Duck Master.
The master of ducks.
That is a good job. I would take that job.
That's a terrible Metallica parody cover.
I wouldn't be a goose master though. Those birds are vicious.
I like geese.
No one is the master of geese except geese.
That is true, yeah.
Oh, we could have increased the ALR owned count if I had let you guys get mugged.
I should check, because I don't think I've gotten into any trouble since we managed to take a long rest, so I think I'm at the healthiest I've been in a while. But it doesn't take a lot to to up that tally.
It really doesn't.
Like, the damage Gears did on his Thunderwave with just me failing at full health would have almost dropped me down to nothing.
I feel like you were brought down to like unconscious by the fall damage in one of your backstory parts. Like,
Things will get better when I have more offensive spells. As it stands, all my combat spells are kind of area of effect.
Oh, that's fun for
But
everyone.
That's
unlike
unfortunate.
Clint,
Yeah.
I am in the back line with all the squishies now.
alright,
Yeah.
so is everybody on their way to Warehouse 37? Or does one party not care?
I think we should all be on our way to Warehouse 37 because
Yeah, just to at least get the group back together.
yeah, splitting
We're getting the
party
band
is
back
fun
together?
every once in
Mhm.
a while. Shouldn't make it a regular.
Or we
Well,
could be running two completely different D&D campaigns within the same campaign.
I will shoot you.
theoretically, we may need to just split it just a tiny bit again, just because I feel like there might be a few, not naming any names, Hendrickson, Gregory, that might not want to break into a citizen's manor estate and steal
Just
something.
you wait. Just you wait. That's up to them.
Wait, why
Oh.
would a merchant need to do this?
He is probably
Did they
corrupt.
not pay for the product that
Oh man. You know what? This is what we call conning your own team. Did you call me Aloy again?
Aladdin, baby. We're
Aladdin,
stolen
baby.
goods.
I'm giving you Aladdin, but since we're not technically in character, this is the last time I'm updating the counter.
If you think I won't do it again, you're crazy.
You're allowed to misnomer me, but in character, sir. I'm not going to disregard the integrity of my notepad app.
Philip, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna steal anything. We're gonna liberate stolen goods.
I'm counting Philip as a correct attrition. Gears got my name right.
But yeah, we're liberating stolen goods from criminals. That's a very righteous and just
Oh.
thing to do.
I mean, the guy's literally called the Merchant King. No one has ever been called the Merchant King and been on the up and up.
Thank you.
Here's how it's going to happen, obviously. Now, the waterfowl fall in the woods because they're used to the sea.
Oh.
No, so we're going to sneak in, let the paladin just kill everyone, and then we'll steal things. Who can see invisible people? Show of hands? Show of hands? Invisible people?
No.
That's
I
a
can
shame.
identify, I can cast Snare, Thunderwave, Shield, Grease, Catapult, and I have Prestige.
Now, people covered in grease while invisible, I will say, would no longer really be that invisible.
Oh my god. I mean, not
I can
that
totally do stuff.
I don't think Jared
Very
needs
visible.
any motivation to cast grease, but that's probably some.
What a specific
No, it's motivation to
message.
wait to cast grease
I
until there's good reason.
I feel like if you were to put my desire to tell people about my backstory and Jaren's desire to cast grease on a scale, it would be perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I disagree. My desire to tell people backstory stuff is so much higher. I've started telling the meth head at work about them.
Which one?
Bob.
Ow.
I would tell Caitlin, but I don't think she cares.
And I was like, oh no.
No, Bob knows. Bob basically knows everything, and then I asked him about it the next day, and he doesn't remember.
Oh no.
So I could tell him again.
I mean,
Do that.
you basically have like a diary that you can just keep writing on the first page for.
Kinda.
That's what I need a diary. I need a human diary. Is that a thing that I can like put in Craigslist?
Yeah, probably.
Who wants to listen to me talk about things that you will
Yeah.
not remember?
No. It is not a human slave. I just need someone to listen to me constantly.
I
No, this
need-
isn't sexual. I need to tell people about my D&D backstory.
Yeah, I just need someone who is willing to listen,
Promise.
and like even if you don't care, tell me, oh man, that's a very interesting character.
That's what sucks, Philip, is like, I can't tell you too much shit because you're in the game, but that means you can't, you can tell me everything about Alar, and I can't tell you anything about Alar. Does that make sense? It kills me.
I know. I've been there.
I'm glad we're all suffering with the same thing.
I used to tell my little brother about my D&D campaign because he was the only one, because I only have so many friends, and I peer pressured all of them into playing. And I was like, oh, this is why you don't play with all of your friends. You can't tell anyone about anything. And so my little brother visited, and I was like, hey, you know the prologue of Ogre Battle 64? Okay, so I did that, and then I just rambled for like a solid 30 minutes.
I usually tell my mum about stuff. She's not interested and does not even look at me when I talk
You
to
need
her.
to get a flatmate that's a nerd, but they don't do the same nerdy things as you, so they'll listen, but then it doesn't directly affect them.
Well, to be fair, like that was what was good about having a boyfriend, because he was very good at pretending to be interested in things I was talking about, and like genuinely happy for me for being interested in a thing, which was great. Apart from then he stopped talking to me.
That's
You
just
know.
You're getting a mate.
Not to subtract from that, but that's a good
Yeah,
point,
that would
Fig.
help.
Maybe I should give Caitlin a chance. I haven't really told her anything about ALAR, or the maritime trade law that I've written up, or
Oh my
the
God.
many thieves guilds I've created on the other continent.
If
But-
you can't talk about your thieves guild and all your nerd crap, why are you married?
I mean,
That's the thing.
I guess because I love her and she loves me or whatever, but
You probably have something to do with it too.
yeah. So, anyways, we are walking to Warehouse 37.
Oh, right.
As we're going, I'm just like waving at people I know.
And I'm just going, Pebble, Pebble, definitely a limpet, limpet
Oh,
for
definitely
sure,
limpet.
Pebble, Pebble, oh, that fucker's a limpet.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know your internal dialogue, Fig, for what's going on in your head while this is happening. You can either say it or type it to me. Are you 100% agreeing with him, or are you going, this man's just talking bullshit, I can't believe him?
He is. I'm highly amused, and it's shockingly accurate.
Shockingly.
I'm making the assumption that Ayla has like a very good, like, insight into what people are like, and I feel like we have similar thoughts on people.
I pretty much always roll 20s on vibe checks. You can ask Caitlin. Anytime that I accidentally watch The Bachelor with her, I can tell you who's a dick. Even when she goes,
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah.
that guy's nice. And I'm like, no, he's not nice. He looks like a dick. And then 3 episodes later, he's the one going, oh, I can't believe you made out with Brad. I'm leaving now. Nailed it. He wasn't nice because he looked like a dick. You're welcome.
That is, yeah.
No one
That is how I
waxes
do it,
their
so.
hair and wears $80 hats and is a nice person.
Yeah, it's so easy to call. It's so
It is.
easy
No
to
one
peg 'em.
lectures anyone with a $30 haircut.
My hair costs like £120.
I actually paid for a real haircut last weekend, and I'm beginning to get it.
If
Be-
you-
No, well,
because I used to pay.
dye my hair.
I used to pay $20, and then I just went down to Georgia looking for a soul to steal, and I got a haircut for $55, which is ridiculous. I don't think I would have ever done that, and yet it looked a lot better. Honestly, I've been sporting bedhead for like 6 days in a row, and it still looks okay. And I'm like, I should have been paying for haircuts. I get it. When you see those douchey businessmen in sitcoms going, oh, the $67 haircut, that guy gets it.
Did you get it washed as well before it got cut?
I did not, but they have that little spray bottle and everything. And he used
we don't get those.
He used a single edge razor to do the back of my neck, and the shaving cream was like 100 degrees. It was perfection.
Nice.
Cannot highly recommend it enough. I guess if you have the means.
I'm getting my hair done this week, and I'm very nervous about it.
To be fair, it really kind of depends on what the barber is like, because you'll find that there'll be some like $10 haircuts, which are the best haircuts you've ever had.
Yeah.
And then you'll go to a place that charges like $250 for a men's haircut.
Yeah, there's a classic barbershop. There's actually 3, like all within walking distance of each other in this area, and one of them. It straight like says family haircuts available, $10 haircuts, and the only person I've ever seen inside looks like they're 110, and I bet you he gives the best haircuts that have ever been known to man.
Hell,
I just don't have the wherewithal to go get a haircut.
So there is a barber shop on the street where I do my on the same street that I go do my food shop.
Okay.
And I went in there once, and I don't know whether or not the same dude owns it or if he's sold it off to somebody else now. But I went in there one time, and there was a dude who was easily in his like 80s or something. And he had that kind of like old, that kind of thing you sometimes see in like a very old men, where his hands are shaking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's prepping stuff, and there's no one else in the shop. Like walk in, he's like, "You taking walk-ins?" And he's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" I said, "I just want the number 3 all over." And
is that 3" or 3mm?
Grade 3. So he's prepping everything, and I'm sat there like I'm watching his hands like this is gonna go really badly. But the moment he picked up a cone and scissors, just everything stopped. Like his hand stopped. He was holding onto something. His hands weren't shaking when he was holding the comb and the scissors. Same when he was using the razor as well, and the shaver. It's just I'm start thinking like I am paying like £8 for this haircut. I am very happy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my last hairdresser couldn't even bleach my hair properly, so like.
Anyways, this
I've
one
never
is,
had a good haircut from a woman, so.
this one's on me. But again, we're continuing to Warehouse 37.
Oh yeah.
So Gregory, Lorana, and Hendrickson they arrive first. And this is a much busier warehouse, and the boats, as this is the inside of the town, are much larger, and things are nicer. Before, like, there was a level of grit everywhere, and like the ground was sand. The ground that isn't part of the dock has grass on it, and this is just a nicer place. The employees seem to be a lot like happier, and they're working and loading. And you do see a gentleman with a clipboard. In kind of a similar outfit. Well, you guys didn't see the first gentleman, did you? No, you did. In kind of a similar outfit to Josh. And he's checking stuff off, and of course, he's checking the numbers. He seems to actually be doing more than Josh was doing, and more efficiently than Josh was doing it, but still just a man with a clipboard looking at things.
Well, clearly that's not our guy. But we can still go talk to him.
We could talk to him like he is our guy.
All right.
But why would our guy
Are
be working?
you? Fuck, what is his name?
Thanos.
Keranos.
Keranos, no, dear God, no. No, I am not Keranos, no. I am
Would you know
Supervisor Ahmed.
Aladdin? Okay.
Racist. Keranos might be here sometime today. Got to keep everything in shape for him. Are you looking for him?
Yes, we actually have a business arrangement.
Yes.
We're looking
Oh.
to set up a business arrangement with him.
That's not normally at a warehouse. Why would you not be at his home or his office?
We are unconventional.
We're trying to do it as fast as possible.
Looks-
we heard that
looks
he
at,
may
like-
be here.
The elven girl with the lizard, and just like, I mean, okay, that's fair. And what was your business with him?
Shit, what was a good
Well, you're the good one with that gauge.
I had something. It was great. It was like we're here to adjust prices on shipping trade and the percentages of fuck, what was it? Damn it. I had like a big thing.
You had a thing. I'm sorry, I
Had-
ruined it, I guess.
I mean, we're here
I
we're
was
here to
so
talk to them about
confused.
trade.
I was trying to move the map for like 2 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this thing? I was watching the fucking stream, trying to move the map on the stream.
Oh no.
Yes, pad my numbers. You want me to zoom? I can zoom. Where where we at?
good.
Where we at?
I've got it. I don't even have the stream on the tab now. You're good.
Oh, but we're doing good stuff.
I'll ping where we're at if you want to zoom in on it.
Number 6.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, yes, look at those square houses. Warehouses.
Warehouse.
Well, Gregory, why are we here?
Yeah, we're here to talk to them about trade.
there.
We're here to discuss pricing.
Because, oh, that's far beyond me. I cannot really help. I just make sure that all of the invoices points to his clipboard match what goes on which boat.
Exactly. That's why we need.
Fair, fair.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay,
secondary business. I'm also conducting a survey on, behalf of the kingdom.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind answering me just one simple question.
Mm-hmm.
How are the tax cuts helping you?
Oh, they've actually helped a lot. I might be able to afford a summer home soon. Actually, it cut a lot of like what I was paying in tax.
Nice, nice. As I just jot this down fakely on a clipboard. Or a piece of paper.
Thank you for your.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that it only affected the salary and not the pay-to-pay people, but
Doing all we can.
yes.
It is a shame, but what helps can help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, care while we wait for
Your
I mean, you can wait around here. It is no guarantee that he'll be here. You scheduled a meeting with him. It's not like at an office or his home or like he told you to wait at one of the warehouses.
Trust me, everything has been handled.
I need you to make a deception check now with that one. That pushed you way too far.
What persuasion?
If you weren't lying, I would say persuasion. Unfortunately,
Are you saying this
The
paladin
plan-
doesn't have proficiency in... Dirty 20! See,
because I do have more pressing things to handle. Just don't get in anyone's way.
Just gonna lean up on a wall and sit.
man, we are so charismatic, you
I'm
guys.
guessing the other one, the other half the party is
Yeah.
that way.
About 10 minutes later, you guys walk towards the warehouse 37. It's the one that has the big 37 written on the side of it. And you see Grigori, a lizard, a small elf girl, Luana. I can't remember your name, Luana, ever. And Hendrickson just chilling, just hanging out.
Your character icon on stream is spazzing out, Loudon.
Yeah, I think it's picking up like it thinks I'm talking.
Ah,
Oh, so you got it to activate when you were speaking. Okay.
everyone can make one and send him a link. I say this almost judgingly when I have not done it myself either.
To be fair, I didn't remember.
I
until
went to make an
woke up
account
earlier.
and it told me that the Discord account I was using didn't exist. So I stopped there.
I mean, that's fair.
I forgot.
Didn't know it was a thing.
I think we mentioned it.
It
that
was a couple of weeks ago.
It was several weeks ago. It was
Yeah.
one of those, we should do this, like as an idea. And
I think it was like
Well, the
right
thing was, I was
before.
like, oh, I have a week.
Yeah, right before our first session, I think I put it into future plans, and then I messaged Travis and Fig because I thought I could bully them the easiest, and I was
to be
like,
fair, you have done successful.
has bullied.
You have bullied. I do feel bad for not doing it.
It's okay.
But also, I played Elden Ring 50 hours in 4 days, so
That'll happen. I got Triangle Strategy yesterday on my Switch,
I'm sorry.
and Tactics Ogre, long lost cousin.
Yeah.
But I barely played it, mainly because I was fucking working like an idiot, and then I hyperfixated on Warcraft 5e.
I was going to apologize because you must not have slept this week, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, I played, I think, one additional chapter past what I had already done with the prologue, and then had to work, and then, from like midnight to 4, I was just working on Warcraft 5e.
Yeah, I heard that a casual playthrough was 90 hours, and I went, that's later.
I've put in a solid 2.
Oh my god.
What's this for?
It's
Triangle Strategy.
it's the new Square Enix game that just dropped on the Switch. I think it's a Switch exclusive.
It is.
Friday, yesterday. God, this fucking week.
Friday.
Yesteryear. Anyways, we show up. I'm feeling great. Everything's going my way. Feeling a little tired. Maybe a little sad. You know what? Bury that way down deep.
Oh, I found Smaug.
So y'all just waiting out here?
Yep.
I don't really want anything to do with breaking into a warehouse, to be honest. So I'll probably wait outside.
That's
To
fair.
be fair, I think we're allowed to walk into this warehouse.
Well, we did.
So just to be clear, what were y'all told that has you just kind of sitting here waiting patiently?
We have to talk to the dockmaster of this area.
Yeah,
Hey.
we were told that he may be around today, so we're just waiting.
He may be around today.
Yep.
Well, that is unacceptable. Excuse me, mister. And I just randomly wave at whoever is in earshot.
There are several people working Lettering Shop. There's also a gentleman with a clipboard.
Yeah, I'll wave at the guy with the clipboard.
Yep.
You didn't ask his name.
I'm so glad you didn't.
Is
did,
it
actually.
is it Supreme Supervisor Jeff?
Oh, wait, yeah,
Supervisor
Ahmed.
Ahmed. It's Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Anyway.
Ahmed.
He goes, yes, how may I help you?
I understand that there are some individuals waiting for an appointment with your boss, and they were told he may be showing up today.
Yes, I was confused that they were meeting here as well. I asked if they were supposed to meet him at his home or even his office, and they said it was all handled, and I had more important things to do, so I told them not to get in anybody's way while they waited.
I get it. Shipments don't ship themselves, am I right? Anyways, I think they may have gotten their wires a little bit crossed, and they are, in fact, supposed to be meeting him in his office, which is where he'd be, because it's during business hours, obviously. He's not just going to be showing up at a random warehouse. He doesn't micromanage like that. Look at you. You got a clipboard. You're doing your job very well.
Either deception. Do deception. It's coming from you. It's deception.
That's a 19.
All right. He's like, yeah. He's agreeing with you, nodding. Yeah.
Now, I think we can both agree the likelihood of you getting just like a surprise inspection from your boss when things seem to be running very smoothly is not a given. And they know that they have an appointment with him, with Dockmaster Kuranus. But I think they just got their wires crossed on the location. And I think we just need to be pointing in the right direction to meet him at his office so the good people can speak with him.
Oh yeah, his office is in the head harbor, like the harbor master's like building. It's here. It's this whole section.
I was so zoomed in.
And he goes, but he does frequent this one a lot because his favorite restaurant is, a little bit that way, and he stops by and waves.
I like pull out my pocket watch. Is it lunchtime?
It's like 10 in the morning.
Yeah, so obviously it's probably a little bit early for him to be making a visit to his local eatery. So I think you've been doing such a bang up job. When we get to the meeting, I'm going to tell him this warehouse, it seems to be running so smoothly. But I think, things happen. People, they get the time right, they get the people right, and they just one ear out the other when it comes to the way, you know what I'm saying?
They seemed like strange people, yes. They had a lizard with them. It was unsettling slightly.
Yeah, now that is an interesting specimen, because if you ask certain people in the community, they will identify it as a scaled dog. And I've only seen very few canines with that kind of natural armor. And then there are others in the community that do recognize it as just a young drake, which is what it is, because we're not idiots.
I could see that it's a young drake. It is definitely not dog-like. The legs are not right, and
it is not dog-like.
It is not.
Yeah.
It has horns.
You would almost be a brainless robot to have pegged that as a dog. But that's neither here nor there. That's some personal issues going on in the scientific community, but we don't have time for that. Money doesn't wait for science.
Kill me. Oh,
it's a danger puppy, it's fine.
It's a danger puppy.
I will accept danger puppy because that doesn't necessarily imply dog.
Sure.
Somehow. I don't know how, but if you tell me it's a danger puppy, I don't automatically assume dog. Anyways, I've got a map. I'm walking back to the Paladins. I'm like, good news. I've solved your problem. We're not going to be waiting here like a bunch of scrubs that wait. We're going to be meeting him at his office. And he is expecting us because we are not lying about that. It doesn't matter. I don't care. This guy sounds like a piece of shit. Let's go.
All right. So you guys head towards the office. It is actually several larger buildings. It's very office buildings. Some are they do paperwork for all the shipments and sales and stuff that happen, and they calculate all the funds from all of the travel and everything that happens between the docks. And then others are office buildings where it's this is, Dockmaster's this office, this is, this office, and it's officials and stuff. So that's the place you would obviously want to go. There is a receptionist that when you enter, several people and a lizard walk in, and she's just like, "Oh Lord, yes, how may I help you?"
I am so glad you asked. I've got a couple individuals with me in my party. They have a previous appointment with your boss, Dockmaster Kuranus.
She kind of goes, "Huh, Kuranus.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him my boss specifically, but one of the people I do things for. He is
I get it.
currently blocked till noon in a meeting, but after that it's all free time. So if he penciled you in, I was not informed. But he is on the second floor, third door to the right. There is a waiting room in front of the door if you wish to wait on him.
You've been such a doll. Thank you so
He is
much for that.
Slightly,
And
slightly
I-
offended that you implied that he was her boss, but also like he's an asshole. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go talk to him.
I mean, I get it. You get one desk, and you have to handle all the appointments for all these people that are the dock masters, but they can't keep their own calendars.
AK, I wish flattery was a fucking thing. Persuasion check.
That's a 14.
14. She's just like, yeah, I know. And it only helps when, like, you know, the secretary is told when things happen. Kind of angrily looking at you, as in it's your guys' fault that she might have to do more work.
I assure you, ma'am, we do not want to put anything else on your plate. We'll just head on upstairs and wait patiently. We are not going to wait patiently.
There are several doors, several rooms, but there's like a cubby, and there's seats around, and there's 4 doors. One's labeled, Darkmaster, what the fuck, and you see Darkmaster, Kyrinos' door, and at the end of the hall, you actually see a nice door with like gold trim and a glass window, and embroidered into the glass window is stained glass that says Office of Orville.
Oh. Was somebody looking for him?
And so the waiting
I
room.
don't think so.
And so.
And so the
What's
waiting room.
his last name? Travis.
What?
Orville, what's his last name?
Redenbacher.
It's not Redenbacher.
Orville is his last name.
Why do you want? It's not on the door.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, because I'm pretty sure in one of my D&D books that I've read, there was an Orville, but his last name was Nibblenobs.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Considering this is a name that I made, it is not that, and he is not a gnome or a
That's where it's
goblin.
from.
And also, I don't think any of us are looking for Orville.
I definitely heard the name
Who would be
Orville
looking
earlier
for
today.
Orville?
No,
I
it's
don't think.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
I
about.
don't think any of us are doing that.
Weird.
But you know what? That is a good point. Just in case someone else is looking for him, maybe I should. maybe I should just check the door. just give it a little peek.
All right. So it's frosted glass, and the name is in stained glass and embroidered in gold. So you can't really see through the window. Well, everyone else is sitting in the waiting room.
I mean,
You
yeah,
can hear voices in Kyrinos' room.
you have to
Like he's
respect the
talking with someone.
drip. Yeah, you have to. I mean, this is classic architecture right here. That's saying I have money. Fuck you. You know what?
All right.
I'm gonna resist the urge to break into Orville's office to alert him of the fact that someone else might be looking for him, and I'm gonna stay on task because I'm a team player with no ulterior motives. Let's go.
All right. Well, it's about 11, and she said he was blocked in a meeting till 12.
Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. Is the door locked?
Kyrinos' door?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick the lock.
We all just sat in the cubby watching this.
There are you can hear voices on the other side.
Well, I know, but obviously what he's talking about is not going to be as important as what my friends in the Valayan Saints Order have to talk about, whomst I respect to the utmost.
Knock on a door, be like, Jehovah Witness.
All right. Well, when you get near the lock in order to pick it, you can faintly hear some words. You want to try and listen in before you pick the lock?
Okay, so I'll pause briefly to percept.
Oh, God.
Perception check.
Okay, that is a 23.
Oh shit! All right. You can hear the conversation, and one of them, you can hear multiple people talking, but one of them is definitely the. Listen, I've got no more from this. I couldn't just let everyone suffer. Like the best people got the pay increase, and everyone else just was not informed it was happening. And you hear someone else going, "That sounds like a personal problem of your own ethics. I need results. This will not nearly fund what I need it to do. I need double." It's like that. Even if I screwed everybody over, it wouldn't be that. I'd have to dock pays. Like, there's not a way to like do that. You can't just. Well, you just want me to steal the money from people? And he was like, perhaps I just underestimated how useful you would be.
That's
You
a
can
sign
tell
to
that
kick
there's-
in the door that if I've
Yeah.
ever heard one.
Now, I'm not really too keen on the Valayans, but this does sound like corruption, which, as we've established, I am firmly against. So I would like to go ahead and pick the lock to this here door.
All right. So I'm gonna need you to do lockpick. Sleight of hand, I believe.
Oh my god. I literally can't roll above a 4 for a sleight of hand.
Oh.
I feel like nothing happens, and instead, I would like to just lightning lash the door and try to pull it open. You know what? Some things call for subtlety, and some things call for theatry, if you catch my drift.
Can I try before he does that?
Try what?
Pick the lock.
Pick the
Let
lock.
me borrow his tools.
Are you proficient in thieves' tools?
No,
Then it's just your dexterity check.
just dex check. Got it.
Well, never mind. That's decent. You can see the lightning whip extended out of my hand as and it kind of sinks back in. I'm like, you know what? Yep.
Excuse me, here. My dad used to work with locks.
I don't know. This one might be magical. It was just oh, you got it. Okay, yeah, that's well done. Well done. Yep.
Everybody's just looking at
Oh.
the student going, how the fuck did you do that?
So you pick the lock, and then open the door.
Oh no, I just unlock it and then get out of the way. He's more than welcome to open the door.
I'll open the door.
You'll open the
I'll
door.
be back in 1 sec.
You open it about 4 inches, and then you thunk into something. And then you hear movement, and the door open, and a 12-foot tall minotaur in plate mail is staring at you.
And we should have let Gregory open the door.
Oh man, it looks like you have just been eating all the right foods. Anyways, the door was unlocked. We had an appointment, but it looks like our schedules must have overlapped somehow, and we must double book the good dockmaster somehow.
The minotaur turns to look at somebody, and you hear someone go, "I believe we were done here. We will be on our way." And so the minotaur does leave. Are you getting out of his way to allow the minotaur to crawl through the door, kind of?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand in the way of a minotaur. I have 18 health.
That's fair. Minotaur leaves. There is another gentleman that is about your height and build, but in leathers, that leaves. And then a man is about 6'4", with a brim like bowler hat, but the outer rim is gold. He has gold inlaid robes and several gold chains. There is a ring with gems on every finger, as he, with his chest probably out higher than his chin, walks out of the room. Kind of nods at all of you and goes, "Sorry if there was a booking issue. I'll bring it up with the secretary." As he leaves and goes to walk towards the really fancy door that you looked at for a bit. Alar.
I'm back. Are we dead yet?
We are not dead, and just to be clear, the man none of us are looking for does seem to be a dick.
Oh, good.
So, that's where we are now. So it seems that the Darkmaster is, well, he might be a victim of the middle chain of corruption rather than overseeing it. It looked like the guy in charge was this Orville Redenbacher.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk to them first, at least. Let's get all sides of the story.
So,
Are we all just
yeah.
piling into this room?
So we had an appointment. If they didn't have room for us, they should have booked a conference room. That's all I'm saying.
The room it actually has a large table. It could fit like 15 people in here.
Or
Oh.
2 minutes.
How the other half lives.
Yep. And there is a bunch of papers on the table that are quickly being scooped up. Mhm. You can see the Dockmaster being like, "I did not schedule a meeting." You
Now,
see he is sweating, out of breath, panicked.
here's the deal, good sir. I'm going to make introductions, and then you're going to sit down, you're going to listen, you're going to engage in polite conversation. Because sometimes you don't make meetings, but meetings happen. Savvy?
I get friends twice in one day?
Oh,
As he like
poor guy.
slows his gathering of all the papers.
Now, I've got a couple gentlemen here from the Valayan such or whatevers, and they just have a couple questions about the going-ons about the docks, and maybe how it particularly affects the working class.
Did he see you guys on his way out?
Oh, no, we were definitely, of course, I was standing right in the doorway. It's a giant man bull and a guy that has more gold than the fucking sun. Of course he saw us when he went out.
Oh, if he knows the Valyrian Saints are here, I'm dead.
I'm sure it's fine.
Well,
Hi, I'm
sir,
here for decoration.
if you want me to, I can stab you, but then I'd be robbing you of the conversation with my two friends here. That was a joke. I'm not here to kill you.
Like, looked at you like, well, stab me. Like,
And if I'm being honest, we have a fairly large party. He may have only saw me. I tend to put myself at the center of attention. It's one of those things where it's like, have you ever heard of hiding in plain sight? Of course you have. So what I do is I make myself as loud as possible so that people don't think there's anything underneath the surface. And what that gathers and gains me is that now everyone remembers me. I mean, look at this hat. It is perfection. But now they couldn't tell you how many people were with me or whether or not this Drake is a dog. Savvy?
savvy.
Anyways, this is Grigori and his compatriot here, Hendrickson. And they just had a couple questions, and then we will be fresh out of your hair. You'll never even remember we were here in the first place.
Gage. Or Gregory. You're the intimidating one.
Grigori is.
And you also know why we're here. Oh, he's not here, fuck.
Wait, do you not know why you were here?
I wasn't there for that meeting.
The how this is the dockmaster in charge of like the people who aren't getting the tax breaks.
Basically, they decreased taxes, but somebody is still charging the normal tax.
Mm-hmm.
which means that
For
somebody is
Apparently, the lower
overcharging
class
everybody.
people.
Have we
Okay.
as a group discussed this, by the way?
As a group,
No.
I don't think the group has discussed this almost at all.
Okay.
I mean, Gage discussed it, but I almost forgot about it. So
There's very little group conversations that happen. I'm 100% certain that nobody really knows each other's names.
No. I mean, everybody knows my name because that's the only thing I've given repeatedly. I'm just basically, I know nothing of what's going on. I'm just hanging out because I think Alar's funny.
No, we had, like, I think it was like it must have been the second session. I think it was. We all had that little group campfire where we just went around the circle and told each other's names.
We
I
tried
think-
to
It's a
do that.
struggle, but yeah.
and-
Well,
I think theoretically, I shouldn't know Lorana's name. I technically shouldn't know Desiree's name, but I kind of did that thing where I tried to remember it when we were down in the sewers. So that's happened. But I feel like I've heard Brother Grigori and Brother Hendrickson at least 9 times in the time that I died, and then went to sleep. So
yeah, you're also there when I introduced me and Gage. So yeah.
yeah, so I think I at least know those two.
yeah, you know me as well. Like,
Yeah.
we introduced each other.
Moth and I are
to
on
each
good
other.
terms. She's Moth.
best friends.
That's her real name. I'm Greg. That's my real name.
Hey, to
Or
be fair,
Aloy, as
spoiler alert.
Gears call you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you a spoiler. Moth is my real name, as far as I know.
Gears is a session away from just calling me aluminium.
Quick, write that down.
Or aluminum, if you want to be incorrect.
Did you know that we spell it differently?
Yeah.
Yep.
I did not until I want to say a year ago, and I'm in my 30s, because I was watching like a John Oliver bit, and I was like, it can't be spelled this way, and y'all across the pond think it's pronounced this way. And then I googled it, and they're like, oh, by the way, here's how the English spell it. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. That makes sense phonetically, and the way we spell it makes sense phonetically. Why can't we just spell it the same, and then we'd say it the same? I guess that's on us. You guys were there first, but
Well, there's that, and there's also the fact that there are certain words which sound exactly the same, like grey and grey, in both American and English.
well, that's the same
But
word.
The only way you can tell the difference is that if you want to spell it the English way, grey is spelled with an E. If you want to spell it the American way, grey is spelled with an A.
I'm pretty sure we spell it both ways, but it's supposed to be. It's either a masculine and feminine thing, or it's a different shades of grey. Like, one of them is a more brown tone, one of them is more blue.
There are 50 shades, I've been told.
I think when it comes to describing hair, it's different. One's masculine, one's feminine.
Like blonde.
Yeah, so blonde men over here. If you're describing somebody as blonde, you spell it without an E. If you're describing a woman who is blonde, you spell it with an E at the end.
What a fun, terrible language we share.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the French.
Yeah, it is. It's always the French.
Anyways,
Unfortunately, in my dissertation, I didn't write about the names of colours, just about the perception of colours, so I can't really help on this.
so the paladin and the priest are strong-arming this middle manager, and we all feel pretty good about it, I think.
Anyways, what's his fucking name again?
Dockmaster Kuranis.
Tyrannus.
He's the guy with the.
I'm gonna start dealing psychic damage when you mispronounce the names I give things.
If you're gonna say os, don't put a U in it.
It's not got a U in this one.
I fucking looked at Discord. You do not tell me you did not spell it with a U.
Hold on. Kuranos. It didn't spell it with a U.
Dunkmaster Kirito?
Okay, so yeah, maybe my right eye's failing me now too.
You're just blind.
Yeah. Well, that's fun.
Anyways, good morning, Mr. Kiranos. I'm Brother Hendrickson. This is Brother Gregory.
Yeah.
It's not
We're here
that
on
good, but morning.
Anyways, we're on here behalf of the Blaine Saints to find out why some of your workers' taxes aren't being cut?
Oh, you know, logistics reasons and things. Listen. I'm gonna just leave all of this documentation that incriminates me and me alone because I'm fucking stupid here, and I'm gonna leave town if that's nice to you guys.
See, that would be great.
I mean, honestly, I have no objections. You
But you
seem to
know-
be a little bit spooked, and we might
You
not
just
be
want to
getting
make
much
sure
from
that
it.
everyone's treated equally.
Exactly.
That is
exactly.
fair.
We're gonna need a little more information
with-
than just
with
little
this-
old you.
It will prove that the man who has fled town, if you would wait a few hours for me to get somewhere, that would be great too, definitely embezzled and all of the money is gone. And it's completely my fault. And it's all right here in this documentation because I'm a fall guy, it seems. So, if I could leave,
Hey, buddy.
that would be amazing.
Before you
How
go,
far do you think you're gonna be allowed to go by your good friend?
I mean, either way, I'm dead. The best way for me to
Wow.
not be dead is to be on a boat on my way to, like, a continent, not this one.
do you have any
Or-
quartermaster
You would be under the
experience?
protection of the Villain Saints.
How many quartermaster experience?
Or
Gonna be honest,
little butt.
no. My uncle is a politician, talked to some people and got me this job, and I regret every second of it.
Oh, that's a crying
happens.
shame because, as it turns out, I do have a ship that in like 2 weeks may be sailing for the distant continent that you're so desperate to get to.
I'm pretty certain I have a much shorter timetable than that. Reduce that to hours, and that's probably how long I have to get out of here.
Well, see,
I
see, you
I
could also
think your
come
best
up-
bet would be to be under the protection of the Villain Saints
No,
as a
it's
witness,
not.
surely.
You know what sounds fun to me in these situations. You should get drunk.
I will certainly attempt to while on a boat sailing in a direction. If it's a rowboat, so be it.
Well, you can't sail on a rowboat. See, what you just said sounded ridiculous, and I'm not even. I'm what you would call like a journeyman level sailor, the captain of my ship. Which the ship is. It's a tricky situation because it's a weird power dynamic that we have. But that's neither here nor there. You cannot row. You cannot sail a rowboat because there's no sails because that would make it a sailboat. See how ridiculous you just sounded?
All boats do the water thing, right? So they all sail? Like, am I mistaken?
Well, there are two water things. There's sailing and there's sinking, and then there's swimming and there's drowning. And it sounds like, well, you're the one doing the swimming or the drowning. You're not a ship last time I checked. See, again, you just sound ridiculous. Anyways, we're going to take this incriminating documents, which is going to be, I guess, useless to us in the next few hours because you're either going to be dead or in the ocean, and then
I will say,
not dead. You're going to make it. You're
this
going to make it.
documentation will definitely prove that this happened. And even though the criminal that is supposedly incriminated by these will not be there, they can fix it because it happened, right? You just cut off the infected part and throw it away. That's all, that cures
see.
everything, right?
You see,
Oh,
we're gonna have to
no.
cover for the actual infection now that we know you're the middleman.
See,
There's a problem. That's not here.
and here's the other problem. I don't want to be that guy, but the documents that point the finger at you as being the infection, then you just kind of have a doc without a leg, and it still kind of sucks because health insurance in the city, am I right? Anyways, I don't think they can fix anything. They're more of the bring people to justice, not return the money to the people it was stolen from initially. That ship sailed
Do you have
with
any evidence
sails, not
that
oars.
It's not me.
I mean, conversation we heard through the door.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not you, but personally,
much of that did you hear? And I'm so glad that people hearing things is evidence usable in a court.
oh,
No, we're not.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I will not be going to court. That sounds like an absolute nightmare to me.
Same.
It's been fun. I just want you to know that whether or not you live or die, you being the person as the fall guy is not going to give the workers money. And I don't really know why I'm saying this. It's not to make you feel better, because as it came out of my mouth, I realized there's no way that was going to happen. So, bon voyage. Have a nice trip. Try not to die. Everything is still shit.
Before he goes, I would like to pat him down. Make sure he's not taking any information with him.
This is just the regular turn of events. Yeah, he's got to pat you down.
There is documentation that he has that actually seems to have been drafted a bit ago, but it has a different name than his name on it, and tickets that are basically free passage to almost anywhere. He has a pocket watch that seems to be worth a lot of money and a coin purse with 50 gold coins in it.
We will be taking all of that except for one passage ticket. He can have that.
Dude. Bro.
So this buddy is not willing to give up any information on his bosses, even though he's about to be dead anyway.
I mean, any information he could give is irrelevant.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. I mean,
Does he have family that he needs those other tickets for?
No, not immediate family. They were just... It's one of those things where it's a thing that you can get signed by the king, and so, like, let's say you take a passage, change your name, take a passage, change your name, and take a passage. It's really hard to follow you.
Yeah. You get one pass.
How about I'll just give you the 50 gold. I would really like to keep the pocket watch because it was my dad's.
well, we can give it back to your dad. Better that than it being at the bottom of the ocean, right?
My dad's at the bottom of the ocean, so...
Oh, well, how about that?
I mean, out of character, I was just gonna pawn it off to give it back to the people for the money they lost.
Oh, that sounds ridiculous. Can't be.
Well, we don't need it.
You know what? We'll take the gold. He can have the pocket watch. It can be
And
back
one
with his daddy.
And he have the 3 passage tickets, or is he just getting one?
I don't care about the 3 passage tickets. Realistically, he's going to be found in an alleyway somewhere.
Oh, definitely. He doesn't need them.
Alright, and then you're letting him go? Everyone's letting him go? With 1 ticket and a pocket watch?
I mean, if he wants me to kill him, I'll kill him. I'm very philanthropic like that.
Live or die, the gods will decide.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't really.
up the harbor and stuff, so I'm kind of mad at him, but I know he's about to fucking die, so like.
I don't really agree with that
I'm gonna be
sentiment.
honest, I'm not saying I didn't break the law. I did forge those documents so the people would get less money.
We understand.
I don't
Who
know.
was asking you to do
Who's
We
this?
also know that someone else
Yeah, who's that
above you
for?
broke the law.
You're giving us all the documentation that
Yeah.
proves you broke the law. We don't need your
Correct.
confession. So, I'm.
Forced you.
Do I kind of like
I'm
hold
just
my hands up and like look
saying.
side to side. It's like,
Just-
do I look like a priest? I'm not offering last rites here,
Saying.
son.
Oh,
What
I
was
can do that if
accrued?
you'd like.
There was 12,000 gold accrued, and do I look like someone who had access to those funds?
No,
Now.
I'd love to know who did.
You
Okay.
guys have a great day. Looks at you. It's like, I don't want to speed up the inevitable. You guys have a great day.
I don't need
God
you to
bless.
tell me a name. I got a name. I just don't have the evidence. You understand that's the disconnect, right? Like, I don't need you to tell me who was in the room with you. I know who it was. It's just useless coming from you. You understand that aspect because it's just going to be a he said, and again, I am not going to court because that sounds like an absolute nightmare, and I kind of have other things going on in the city.
That's why I am
Busy.
leaving. I'm not going to court because I won't make it to the court date.
Well, May the Ocean Father bless your winds.
I'm not superstitious.
Superstitious,
Rocks
son. I'm like fiddling with my rapier. You don't just get on a boat and you know what? This is time for the breathing. Gears, walk me through the breathing exercise. This is why you're here.
I hope you don't expect me to protect him.
Oh my God, Gears! I just need it. Oh my God! Now I want to kill 2 people. You know what?
Man, Gregory, that merchant's getting real mad all of a sudden.
Not today. Thank you, Hendrickson. Someone understands the type of pressure I have to deal with as a person who money maketh the man. Is that an expression?
Did him reminding you that you were merchant and merchants don't kill people what calmed you?
Merchants. Merchants might kill people if given the right motivation. I'm not.
Merchants definitely kill people.
I carry no less than 6 pairs of gloves for very legitimate duels. I slap them, I stab them, they accept, they die. That is the law.
What if they die before they accept?
It's posthumously.
Anyway, as is gone, I would like to go
That
search
like
about this.
so. If you have to fight a duel posthumously, is that like like a fucking pope in like the 11th century digging up the former pope from 200 years ago and putting him
Ask
on
him a
trial
question.
for heresy?
I'm sorry, I heard you ask me if I was fighting a door posthumously, and I couldn't remember if I'm dead or the door is dead.
A duel posthumously.
Well, obviously,
It's
I.
very much like trialing a skeleton. Yes.
Well, that's
Oh, that dude was
that's one of
that
those.
dude was still squishy.
That's just one of those classic. He said, the other one's dead. Said so. I kind of just get to decide what went down, and what went down was a perfectly legitimate duel.
So are you perfectly legitimately dueling this Dogmaster?
No, he's gonna. Ocean Father's gonna deal with him.
All right. He leaves. You guys, Hendrickson, make an investigation check to search the office.
Ooh. Is Gregory helping me?
Gregory, are you helping him? You rolled a 19.
I know. If I can get a nat 20, it'd be great. Gregory, are you helping me?
Let's say yes. I assume he's starting to get dressed for work.
Boom.
Oh my fucking god.
Did he hit it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
You find it's a well-furnished office. All of the documentation you asked for was in the folder that he handed you, but you also find that there's a secret compartment in one of the drawers of the chest, and so of the drawers of the desk. Fuck. And when you pull it open, it pops out, and you see a blue glowing stone.
Ooh. Might I pick it up and examine it?
You sure can. It's blue, it's got runes on it, and it glows.
It's got runes on it.
Mm-hmm. Magical runes.
Would comprehend languages work?
Not generally. They're more arcane. There's not really a language to them.
Damn. What about identify?
If you're able to cast Identify, that would help.
I can't cast it.
Alright, so you spend the next minute casting Identify.
Mm-hmm.
This is a special type of sending stone. Someone holding the other stone can listen to anything that happens within 60 feet of this stone.
Oh.
God damn it, Travis.
But it only works one way, or it does work both ways?
It only works one way. This
What
is
a
the
shame.
receiver.
So, Saul was listening in to everything.
Potentially someone was, yeah.
But they definitely were, it's Travis.
Oh, they definitely were listening in.
Mm-hmm. So, how many of us introduced ourselves by name?
I introduced myself and Gregory.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
I think
anybody
other
else
than
did.
that,
Those are the only
Um,
names.
Philip said Gregory. So there was Gregory and Gregory.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Oh no, the first time his actual name was used. That's great.
So,
It's okay. You guys got the Saints to back you up.
Yeah, I don't care if
I'll
they
be
don't
fine,
like me.
even though that is my real name, and I am now terrified of the Merchant King who might be coming after me. Just a poor, miserable merchant myself.
do you say this out loud?
Of course not. I internalize everything, like I do in real life.
Anyway.
But I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's basically all you find out. Everything else is very normal paperwork and basic business stuff.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna keep the stone for now, mainly just so I can sell it.
That
Okay.
is such
At
a
all
bad
times, someone will be
decision.
listening in on you.
That's fine, just don't say anything important around me. Well, I know what it is, right? I know what the stone is.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna tell everyone that it's a stone that people can listen in on what we're saying, so please be careful.
Oh, yes. I've definitely experienced this before.
Can I reach out and smack?
There's actually, there's a way you can kind of disable other people listening in on it while
Yeah, why don't you
maintaining
let
the
me see
stone.
that? I am an artificer. Actually, give me the stone. I know what I can do.
Oh
I'm
no.
going to enchant the stone with one of my artifices. Give it here.
What are you do?
No, give me the stone and you'll understand.
I have no real reason to keep it, so I gave it to
Oh,
Mr.
you can
Gears.
have it.
What are
back.
you going to do?
You can have it back when I'm done with it.
What are you gonna
Okay,
do?
so I can magically tinker with items.
Yes.
I have my artisan tools on. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to touch the object and cause it to create a noise around itself continuously.
You can do that. Emit your choice.
Are you turning into a white noise machine?
It's yours now, Dr. Gears. You do with what you want.
I'm gonna cause it to emit in a one. Wait, hold on. Stand by.
I was just lying. I was going to trick him into giving me the stone, and I was going to throw it out a window.
Wah. I was literally just gonna go outside and pawn it off real quick to get some
I
money for
can
people.
make it create a recorded message. 6 seconds long.
Sorry, all of our operators are busy at the moment. Please
Even
hold.
worse.
Is
The
Gears
stone is now
going
going to continuously emit the words, "I'm living in your walls."
Oh my god, Gears just vined this guy.
Oh no.
Wait. It will repeat it every 6 seconds until you end it?
Yes.
It just repeat.
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna. You only get 2, so you've used one of your concoct items
Yes.
until you end it on the stone to constantly say. Everyone else can hear it too. Are you just leaving the stone somewhere?
Yes. I'm leaving the stone at the bottom of the ocean.
Isn't that going to permanently take up one of your enchantment slots as a artificer?
I mean, it's not
No.
permanent.
Travis is reading that wrong.
Because it's one of those things where if you choose to make another one, it just automatically ends on the other. Is that
A
how it
single
works?
object can only bear one property at a time. It is equal to my intelligence modifier, how many of these objects I can have. It falls
Yeah.
outside of my concoctions. And if I try and exceed my maximum, the oldest one will disappear. So until I enchant another 2 items, I'm Gucci, baby.
That's so dumb. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's basically a cantrip level. This is one of the few
You're going to
times
ruin a device for somebody. Like, they're gonna
Yes.
just ditch it. Alright.
I've created a cursed item on
So-
the other end of this connection.
So you guys take it to the end of the dock and throw it in the water with that concoction on it?
Yes, and now there is another stone in this world that permanently says, "I'm living in your walls."
Go back from whence you came.
Oh,
Me walking by and just hear I'm living in your walls, be like, wait, what?
I gotta water the dog. I'll be right back.
I mean, we could legitimately, like,
What
just
of the
remember,
dog? Did you
if you start,
plant it?
if you
you start hearing I'm living in your walls, you know we're getting close to our unfriendly people.
I mean, yeah. I'm a big fan of just fucking with them. Mainly because, I mean, we know where their office is. I feel like it's not too hard to find out where their house is. If we were looking for them, which we're not. But maybe we are. Because we want to bring them to justice. But also at the same time, I don't think I can bring them to, like, justice. Because that might interfere with what I've got going on. We'll see.
I'm just here for like actually decoration at this point.
Moth
I'm not on spot.
Moth is just vibing the entire time.
I truly am, yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. I had to fill up the water dish. I say water because it's just like watering a plant, except plants are lazy, so they stand in their food and water bowl, so you have to just fill that bowl that they're standing in.
At this point, I don't know why I'm hanging here. I'm just following you guys around.
Maybe
To be fair,
think we'll
you
be a good
survived a
research
traumatic
project.
experience, and money was mentioned.
Oh, yeah,
man,
I
we
will.
should get money.
You're desperate for money.
You guys are the only people I know in this city.
That is also a reason. That's how I made friends in school. I just followed around whoever would talk to me.
Oh my god, I feel like
Yeah.
Danielle is going through what I went through as Laudane, where it's like, I just kept asking myself, why am I sticking around with these people?
And you just had to
It
make
works
up a
out.
reason.
Yeah, be like, I guess I guess this is cool. Well, I mean, I like
Then you
this.
ended up marrying a monk.
I know. It's so crazy.
Shortly
That's
after you introduce her to your parents, you're going to go on an adventure to beat up her parents.
it's a classic love story. You
Anyway,
can meet one of my two parents and my sister, and then we'll go rob your parents and get you a new eye from a high-level druid.
Oh yeah, shit. Probably at some point I got a new eye, or at least a really cool eye patch.
We'll meet up with Gears, and he can craft you a mechanical eye.
Oh, that'd be sick. Oh, I want the fucking Millennium Eye from Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh. That was hard to say for some reason.
of
I'll be
all of the
Pegasus.
anime references, you didn't make a Naruto one when talking about an eye. I'm slightly
Oh
offended.
fuck. Good point. It's just because I was thinking of cool mechanical looking eyes, and that's the only mechanical looking eye that I could think of.
Every now and then, you just need to have a monologue with yourself. We're talking about Dear Yugi.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I mean, Pegasus was very suave.
I always had a crush on him.
So,
My
I
favorite
do.
part
I do
about
that.
Pegasus was like the scene where he beat the American guy by writing a note on a piece of paper, letting the kid come and play the rest of the game, and the kid winning.
Such a dick.
that is pretty funny.
To be
Okay,
fair,
so
like Pegasus does have an eye that lets him see what exactly what cards his opponent's holding.
I mean, that's fair.
Yes, that does help.
so
We're definitely
Gears,
doing something in game, right?
yeah, Gears dropped a stone in the ocean,
Uh-huh.
and well, shoot. I mean, I kind of hate to say it, but I almost feel like, well, no. I think this is a good wrap up, and maybe we should go back to the safe house and check on the little missus.
Oh, that is a good point. It has been a few hours.
Give them a little status update of all that we found out.
All right. Do you make your way back to the safe house after all of this interaction? On your way out of the building, actually, you noticed there's a new woman at the
Grab
front
the
desk.
documents, right?
You do have the documents.
Okay. There's a new woman? Oh no. May we stop and ask what happened to the other one? Did she go on break or?
And she goes, I'm not sure. Have a great day. Smiles and
Oh.
waves.
Great day.
She just upped and quit. That's what happened.
She's just like, fuck this.
Yep,
Do you not
she
remember what was
either
said?
that-
she quit
that.
something.
Either that or it's well, it's either that or it's the hot fuzz scenario. I don't know. Nobody tells me nothing.
Nobody tells me no.
Yeah, I mean,
If-
it's either one of those two, or the Minotaur killed her and they just put another random person at the desk. One of those three, probably.
Maybe maybe the other one ran away with the guy we just let leave.
I will say, on his way out the door, he went, I didn't realize this was double booked. Maybe I'll have a talk with the secretary.
Yeah.
I realize that,
Oh.
but yeah.
And now there's a new secretary in the counter. It's been 15 minutes.
Maybe she
Impressive.
just got fired and let go.
Maybe she's at lunch.
Yeah. Yep. Let's go with that one. She seemed nice, though. I'm not going to let that weigh on my conscience too much. Just going to add another little tally to the list of trauma.
Mhm.
Things Alar is carrying.
3
Oh,
times.
if only
of
you
trauma.
anyway.
Oh. Oh, we should all go somewhere and like sleep, so we can all have trauma dreams.
Mm-hmm.
How? What do you mean? What? Trauma dreams? What are those?
What
Right.
time is it actually?
Yeah, it's only.
Oh.
It's like noon.
We've been awake for like 6 hours.
Yeah, but we've been doing so much stuff.
It has been a busy day.
Yeah.
It's about that time we usually
We
wrap it
do deserve a nap.
Yeah, I think. Does Danielle work today, or is it just Gage?
I worked today.
Oof.
Remember yesterday was my only day off.
Oh. What?
Oh yeah, why was that your only day off, Danielle?
Because a certain party who shall remain unnamed decided to not work their shift Wednesday, so I worked it instead.
It's so nice of you.
I don't give a fuck. His name was Mike.
I could never repeat the name of the monster that did this. I don't give a fuck. His name was Mike.
Fucking Mike. What are we doing in the shadows? So good. Anyways, I'm burying deep down well, it's been 15 minutes, you say?
Yeah.
He did say yes.
Can I try to perceive any sign of the previous receptionist either walking away or being led away forcibly?
Make a perception check.
I feel like this isn't going to go well. I've been rolling mid all day. That's a 13.
In the immediate area, you are unable to see anything pertaining to the previous receptionist.
What a fun mystery.
Yeah, she's probably dead.
I'm gonna choose to believe she was having a romance with the guy we let go and they ran away together.
You only got one ticket.
Yeah, what a shame.
I didn't
What do I
say it was
have to
gonna
do?
be a successful runaway.
I feel bad, and I want to try to do something else, but I feel like things have already been done.
Mm-hmm.
mean, to be fair, you did say that we must have double booked an appointment.
All right, I don't need help. This is one of those self-propelled guilt trains. No need to add coal.
You guys should feel good.
Shut up, you. I
As
do.
far as, like, I don't know, she just want a break.
I mean, if it were to devolve into combat, you just should have been able to be okay. Maybe.
Yeah, we got Gregory.
But you guys avoided combat, which is great.
Probably for the best, to be honest.
I mean, I'm enthused. I think that's the first time that it's been like tense situation, and you guys didn't go. What was it? Scouting was not an option or whatever.
Peace was never an option.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that concludes the negotiations.
Anyway.
Okay, I think there's one more thing I can do.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about this. I just forgot one last thing. I'll go upstairs and I'll politely knock on Orville's door.
Okay.
Are you going back upstairs?
Are you going by yourself? Are you telling everyone?
Would you like assistance?
I'll let them know. Be like, I just feel like I need to do my due diligence about the missing woman. Just doesn't quite sit right with me to leave just yet.
I mean, a woman is missing, so me and Gregory should help.
I gotta go work.
I have homework. Okay. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you go there by yourself or with Clay?
I'll if Clay thinks he'd want to help, I'll bring Clay and maybe Grigori if they're a package deal. And
I mean, usually we're a package deal, but apparently Gregory's asleep, so.
I'm assuming Gears is probably following me. Grease.
Always.
Grease half-cocked.
So you guys go and knock on the door.
Very
The
politely.
gentleman in leathers answers the door. Do you have an appointment?
I mean, if I say yes, will you believe me?
No.
Exactly. Now, here's the deal. There was a receptionist downstairs, and I swear by the two brothers, if you tell me I'm imagining things, I will slap you across the face. She seems to have vanished, and her replacement is unaware of her whereabouts.
I have no idea who the replacement is. The woman was given her week's pay and told to never return. This guy could not give any fucks and wants you to leave.
God, I think the only thing I can do is insight to see if I believe him. I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah, if you were trying to see if you believe in somebody, it's insight. Are you insightful, Laudan or Alar?
I don't think I am. What is it? It's a +3, so that's a 10. The middest roll possible.
And
Could he roll with advantage?
actually, yeah, if he's helping you be insightful, sure, roll with advantage.
That's a 21.
21. This man has no intention of lying to you, and just wants to shut the door so he can go back to not doing things.
Okay, so she quite literally just got her pay and left. Okay.
It was literally apparently one of those things where he was like, hand her 10 gold and tell her never come back.
You know what? Sometimes these things just happen, sorry for bothering you. We'll be on our way now.
Understandable. Shuts the door.
You know what, Hendrickson, if I do say, I did not quite care for his candor. Anyways,
Slightly rude.
a little bit rude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
I'm-
check. He does not care that it was slightly rude. He knows. Does not care.
And I'm used to Gears, who has the social cues of, I guess, a robot. And that guy was rude. Gears has been calling a priest a homeless vagrant for a solid 12 hours. And I thought that guy was rude. Anyways, yeah. I guess I'm good here. I will.
Let's head back to the safe house.
To the safe house. Rah.
So we can give all the status reports. And maybe our friar friend can cook us up a lunch. Because I'm not too keen to pay for meals right now.
So you guys return to the safe house. Takes you a minute because you're like, which fucking stone? You're like pushing on stones. And then you find out you actually have to push and lift up as you push. Like it's more complicated than just like leaning on it.
So that's how they get you. They add a second layer.
Yeah. And then the gateway opens. You guys go in. There is no one there except for the friar. And he sees you guys. And he's like, oh, food? Clapping, happy. Like, you want food?
I mean, yeah, that does sound great. But before you get to making the victuals, our two friends who spent the night here as well, were they well enough to travel on their own? Did they have a guard of the young ladies' household escorting them? Kind of how was that situation resolved?
A man that had like a lots of armored guys came in and they yelled at them and then she left with them and then one of the armored guys gave the dragon guy a sack and told him he didn't need him anymore. And then he left like later.
And how long ago was this?
This morning.
I feel we may have made a mistake.
If you guys like, you guys left it like just before sunrise, and it was probably like a bit after sunrise that happened.
Well, I do hope Raz went south because he does seem like he'd be useful on a ship.
That wasn't the last thing he said to you.
I think he was amenable to that. I think I may see him again.
They're in the kitchen, like getting ready for work, and so they dropped something, and now the dog is under my feet because it spooked her.
Oh no.
Oh. You didn't even boof, you just went no hide. It's okay. Alright. I think she was asleep, and it spooked her real good. But yeah. I think since they're off to work, and I think Jack has like 15 minutes, we could probably wrap it up there. We can come back with you guys.
Reading of information for later.
Yeah, you guys at the safe house at like 12 to 1.
I can't wait to plan a heist. A righteous heist.
Are you guys about to talk about a heist? Is that what we're gonna open discussing?
Oh god.
I think next session there will be some righteous heist talk.
I
Because,
finally get to heist.
It's been years since you wanted to run a heist on what was his name? Murphy.
Yes.
But
So-
yeah, if there was ever evidence that someone was embezzling, it would have to be at his house, right?
Almost certainly. And if he happens to have a couple other things there as
It
well.
would be so weird if, like, everything is in one place in his house.
Like if there's like a vault.
Yeah!
Like
Oh,
a
it'd just be crazy.
like a vault would make sense for someone of his caliber, yeah. I mean, that sounds good to me.
Bitchin'.
Alright, well.
Now I have to fucking... Oh, God, how do we do heist? We have to build a mansion and dungeon.
Oh, but there's also, we have to solve a potential kidnapping, which might be slightly more pressing.
Who
Who's
got kidnapped?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the girl we saved, fucking Olivia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that
The
was a
guard showed up.
kidnapping.
I mean, she's like technically kidnapped in the same way that like Sleeping Beauty
What
was
kind of yelling
kidnapped.
was it like the
Like
you're in
it's
trouble yelling? Or
yeah,
the,
it was like her literal household guard showing up, chastising the person who's supposed to keep her out of trouble, and then taking her back home to lock her back into the tower
Yeah.
that she used Raz to get her out of in the first place.
Okay. I feel like we should double check on that, but I can accept that, I guess.
I mean, we
We
can
can
double
definitely double check.
we
but
can
still.
double check. Yeah, there's no stone that's not worth unturning. You know.
If anyone has... Well, we definitely know someone who would have access to, like, talk to people who would know that, right? Or
Yeah.
no one knows royalty?
Yeah,
No.
I don't think so.
You're telling me that I did a D&D campaign and no one made a royal character? This is the first.
Yeah, that
Hey,
seems
to be
weird.
fair, I don't know that for sure.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
That's funny. Would I make you royalty again without me
Yeah.
knowing it?
Yes.
Moth actually
would.
isn't a
Already done that
tiefling. They are a dragonborn.
Oh fuck. No, that I would actually be upset about.
You're descended from the
Well,
queen.
I can't hold it any longer. Your dad is secretly an archfey. Your mom's in a tree.
Oh no! History. It has repeated.
That's how they get you.
You lived with your grandmother for like most of your life.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's just Fig. I'm sorry, I'm reading the
is.
wrong backstory sheet.
All right.
Technically wasn't royalty, so it's fine.
So next week heist and a quick double check on the potential retrieval / kidnapping. Killing it.
Hey! Next week we might be able to discover what moth is.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Depending on how things go.
Yeah.
No one's gonna guess it. Well, hold on. Are the tides like low enough though? Roll a d20.
But I don't know. Hang on.
Oh Jesus, sorry.
D20.
Ah, dude, they're way too high.
Yeah.
Low rolls, high tides. That's how they get you.
Mm.
Well, I'll see y'all next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I guess thank you for watching, everyone. If you feel like it, join in next week. We might be doing a heist. Have a good weekend.